Hello, everybody! Welcome back to this week's episode. Another episode of All Fun and Dice. This is our 25th session.
We're quarter to 100, guys.
Mm-hmm. This is our quarter life crisis episode. Get ready for tears. I don't believe we have any announcements.
No, I don't think so.
Start the episode. If you want to get any updates on us and what we're doing, you can follow our Instagram at AllFunNDice at Instagram.com.
And the website now, too.
And the website.
Yeah.
And what is the website?
AllFunNDice.com.
AllFunNDice.com. You can check out character information, the stuff that you see below me all the time. You can look at it more in depth and not have to worry about it switching mid-conversation or mid-read. So AllFunNDice.com, and you can also follow us on the Twitter, AllFunNGames.
I put AllFunNDice.com in the chat, and it says webpage not available.
Oh,
No, you did it right, though.
I probably did it wrong.
Oh, no.
Oops, never mind.
No.
JK.
We got hacked.
No.
But, other than that, check out our social media pages, obviously. I think we're just going to jump straight into tonight's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, exhausted and sore from the terrific fight against the Thunderbird, our group trudges back onto Gift of Variety towards another long stretch in the sky. Throughout the journey, everyone did their own thing, from crafting elaborate tanks, taking the time to bond with Akano and his children, and to send heartfelt messages to the ones they love. At one point, Akano notified the group that they had neared one of the gargantuan islands making up the shattered continent, and offered to stop so they can get the land out of them. With some incredibly sharp eyes, our party saw a strange mushroom-like structure and decided to investigate. Sorry, my brain's not working. What they found was an elderly Aarakocra man named Claren, tending his daughter's strange farm full of giganoots, lesser hollyphants, and other bizarre creatures. Sadly, Claren's daughter was out on a mercantile expedition and wouldn't be back for a while, so our heroes once again took to the skies. We pick up today with a terrifying sight. A small basket-like ship powered by a group of lesser hollyphants dangling in the sky. Above, a large brassy airship cloaked in misting clouds makes its assault. With a dread in his voice, Akano identifies the ship as the pirate vessel Void Star. And so you guys are standing on the deck of Gift of Variety, and you see this assault, one of the hollyphants dangling lifelessly below the ship as the other two flutter around, and small propellers seem to be keeping the ship aloft.
The smaller ship?
The smaller ship.
So they're not docking on us yet. They're about to, though.
We're watching them attack another ship.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna. Can I run downstairs as soon as I see this and just run away and like? No. I want to go bring my egg to Huioa and who else? Yeah, and excuse me. And I'm gonna I run down there as fast as I can.
What do you want, Loman?
Coward.
I think something is about to happen upstairs, and I'm not too sure if it's going to be safe.
What do you mean something's about to happen?
Sorry.
We're all just sitting there waiting for him.
I think something upstairs is going to happen, and I'm not too sure if it's going to be safe or not.
Then what do you want me to do about it?
Just stay down deck and stay below deck and keep this safe. And I'm going to give her the egg.
He only cares about his egg. He does not care.
Guys, what are we gonna do?
And I'm going to run back
Akano,
upstairs.
what should we do?
Akano.
We won't count on.
I summoned my spear. Go away.
Well, I'm
Mother
going to
Goose
be
award.
honest. The Gift of Variety doesn't really have that much artillery on it. We only have the two cannons, and he's going to point to the two cannons that are on deck. But we don't typically have them loaded. I guess we can get them loaded up.
Have they noticed us?
I don't think so.
Can we go faster and get out of here?
I mean, we're a ship in the sky. And
We should probably help whoever's being attacked.
Let the man speak.
Oh, I was just... It's fine. I'll just... you guys discuss what you're going to do. I'm going to get the cannons ready in case they see us, because we have a very clear indication that we're a mercantile ship. I fear that even if we try to flee, they'll just follow us later.
Okay,
But I'm going to go prepare. Lock him out! Knock him out! And they'll kind of swoop down. Hurry! Battle stations! And then they'll all kind of run off
Can
and
I
the
run
one will
to
fly.
battle stations with them? Because I'm
Yeah.
also still...
Yes, you
Still
can.
in monkey form?
I'm
Yeah.
the triplet. Yes.
Yes. So the
I'm
monkey
gonna
that was
look
standing in
kind
your
of
group.
for a second at the group, and then I'm going to just
Run, scurry off.
Okay, Gray,
Yes.
Bree, Mac.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm here as well, too. What do you mean?
You
No,
went
you're still downstairs. You're running
downstairs.
up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I feel like we should help defend the ship.
There's a bunch of pirates. Are we gonna fight them with the ship, or are we gonna?
Are we just going to be taken by them again?
What do you mean fight them with the ship?
Are we gonna fight them with this merchant ship, or are we gonna attack them with our own abilities?
Well,
So you want to attack first?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying
I
to
don't
figure out.
know.
what
How
to
can we
say.
be stealthy in the sky with a ship, though?
I didn't say stealthy.
I don't know if we should really attack them first with our own magic. If they do have cannons, it probably makes more sense to start with that, and then if it gets to closer combat, we could maybe use our
Could
magic.
always hide underground, and
And I run back upstairs, and everyone, I just listen to everybody talking.
we could just
Nice.
let them board our ship and hide below deck, and then begin our attack there
When they attack on the ship,
when they're on the ship already.
Who
They're
knows
not
if
gonna
they're
blow up
going to
the
even
ship.
let the ship
they might just blow us out of the
stand?
sky.
Yeah.
A
Is
merchant ship they'll take with
How
them.
far away? How many of those
They'll take
flying
this.
potions are you able to make? Just out of curiosity.
I only have 3 today, and they only last for 10 minutes, and you can only fly, like, you can't fly very fast.
Now, how far can Tenaculum fly?
Tenaculum can fly forever, but he's not very fast either.
What I was thinking is, Akano.
He's
The
hitting
Kono's like
the
running
ship.
around. He's not in the
What
group
if
right
we
now.
what if we had some sort of ability to take Tenaculum and have him destabilize the ship for anyway, without because you know
I'm not there.
because he's quite small. I don't know if they would even notice him.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Is it like
you want him to disable their ship?
I don't think there's like
I don't know
gears
if
or
he-
something.
I don't
Do you
know
think
how-
it's like the Death Star, and if we hit one spot, the whole thing will
Well,
explode?
What's the Death Star?
what are the
Sorry.
mechanics of a flying ship? What makes them fly?
From what I can tell, that's some sort of dirigible. It's
The what?
probably filled with air,
Ah,
hot
yeah.
air or something.
Right. So why do we?
You
What do we?
wouldn't know that.
So
Oh.
how do you know that there's not a way to destabilize the ship?
I don't know
So why are you negating the idea?
because we don't know.
So then
what's
don't
your
negate
idea?
the idea. Just,
What's your idea then? If
my
you don't
idea
know?
is let's talk to Akano real quick and see if he has any idea.
Okay, then go talk to Akano.
I'm gonna go.
His idea was.
And Akana, you don't see Akana right now.
No.
No.
I feel like we're focusing too much on knowing and not knowing.
I agree. I think
It's
we
very
should decide if we're gonna
philosophical, right?
attack or if we're not gonna attack.
I think we fight.
Why don't we maybe just defend?
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
We don't even know. They haven't noticed us yet. I might be able to create some cover.
I just don't know how they wouldn't notice us.
Well,
I'm gonna search around for Akano to see if I can find him anywhere.
You'll see him after a few moments. He'll be running up on deck, and you see him. He has like 2 cannonballs
Akana.
under his arm.
So,
Yes, Lona.
I
Just
don't know
walk
if-
with me as we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of the cannonballs and help him bring it over.
Okay.
As we, and I'm like carrying this cannonball, as we're upstairs, we're trying to figure out if there's a way to destabilize the ship. Is this such a thing that can happen?
Stabilize the ship. What do you mean?
I don't know, make it stop flying, perhaps?
Because it's a high-powered Loxo GIF airship. We can barely touch it. I'm just getting the cannons ready in case they fire at us.
I was more thinking of like having somebody go on the ship secretly and setting the ship on fire.
How are you planning on getting someone secretly on the ship?
We have Tenaculum. Have you seen Tenaculum?
Do you know the layout of a Loxo GIF airship? I don't.
No idea.
Here, just help me get more more cannonballs if we're going to be talking about this.
Speaking of cannonballs, what about gun? And then, do I know about gunpowder? Because cannonballs.
Because cannonballs.
You would know what gunpowder is.
Okay.
Yes.
I can't argue
Like,
with that.
yeah.
Never mind. I think I might have an idea, and I'm gonna hand him the ball back, and I'm gonna run upstairs and go to talk to Pippin.
No, you guys are upstairs right now.
Oh,
we're
You're
on
right
the
beside
deck.
the cannons. Yeah.
Pippin.
Yeah.
What about some sort of blast with? What about some sort of blast with Tenaculum or something like that? If you were to fill him with gunpowder.
Well, I can't do everything. I can't just do anything.
I'm just
You
thinking.
want me to
I might
fill
be able to
him
make
with
a bomb,
gunpowder?
maybe.
Would you be able to?
I could maybe try.
How long would that take you?
Well, it depends.
I can create a ball of fire.
Maybe like a minute or an hour.
That's a good range.
Okay.
What if
Well, I
we?
think that everyone should just prepare their own spells
Guys,
and everything, so that
whilst-
we're all ready for whatever happens.
While
I'll get
Zolan was running
vigilance up
around,
here.
I thought of a maybe plan.
Okay, let's hear it.
My plan was, what if we have Akano fly the ship above this giant pirate airship, and we drop down on it, fight, try to break the ship, and then he can fly underneath, and then we can jump on and get away.
I think we're overestimating how like they wouldn't see us.
Yeah.
No, they
We're a
might
big
see us.
ship.
This seems to like. I mean, this is like the one that everybody fears, correct?
It's the pirate. Yeah, the pirate.
Are there any? Is there
Blue
any land
beam?
around us?
No, you guys can see in the very far distance, probably like the outline, almost cloudy outline of.
How much time would you
island
say
of
we
the
have, like,
continent.
before it comes to us? Like,
They're not flying towards you right now.
They're attacking.
They're
us.
just fighting.
You
Yeah,
guys
so-
see it. You guys have a hard time judging distance in that plane of air. So you have you can roll an intelligence check for me.
8.
You have a very hard time telling distance in the
Yeah,
plane of air, so you're
okay.
not sure how
But what
far
if-
away it is.
What if the ship that they're attacking is actually the daughter of that guy?
I
What-
think it
what
is.
guy?
Maybe
What
we
guy?
should
Oh, the
go.
old farmer man.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
It's the same
Oh.
creatures. I think it's
Oh,
his
the
daughter.
elephant.
I
the
never even
flying
thought about that.
elephants.
I think, as my lawful good nature, I say we save.
We have to save them then. I agree with Gray.
Loden, you've had such an existential moment right now.
I had no
Okay.
idea that that's.
You know, 2-on-1's better than 1-on-1.
I don't. Does that ship? I can't really see it
How
from this
would
far
we-
away, but
Not there, never mind.
does it have any sort of weapons?
I don't know.
So, do you guys want to try to get to that ship? It looks like one of those elephants is already dead.
I think we could always use the ship they're chasing as a diversion for us to go behind them, maybe?
The ship they're chasing is not moving.
It's
It's
not
just
moving?
stationary.
No, both ships are stationary. You guys are the ship moving.
Can we see like
Oh,
ropes
okay.
connecting them? Like, are pirates boarding this other
Roll
ship?
a perception check.
I was also going to ask if I could see anything going on between
Yep,
them.
you can roll as well.
So,
Very good.
that is cocked. So no, there we go.
I trust that
And
was
that was,
tough.
and it was worse. So,
Oh, well, unfortunate.
what am I rolling?
Perception.
Yeah, that's only an 8.
Okay.
No worries.
22.
Hey.
So you are having a hard time. You are very new to the plane of air. You can see that there is some sort of rope connecting the two ships, or you think is a rope at least. But you don't know how big it is. You don't know how many there are. You can at least tell at least there's one. Pippin, you can actually see. You pull out the spyglass that you had borrowed earlier on, and you can zoom in, and you can see that there are. And even as you look in, you see another almost like javelin-like object shoot towards the second ship and pierce its hull.
Oh my goodness.
And you can
jeez.
see single pirates crossing the border, but they're strange beings. You haven't seen them before. They would almost the large gray masses, and even through the spyglass, you can't really tell what they actually
they
look
humanoid?
like. They're humanoid, but you can't really tell
I can't
a
tell
lot of
what
distinct
race.
feature. Yeah,
So
but
they
you can tell
shot,
they're large.
They shot like a harpoon with a rope, and they're climbing. That's cool. Okay, guys. It looks like they're boarding that ship. If we're gonna help them, we should head in that direction now. Does someone want to ask Econo if he can get us close?
I can ask.
We can
him.
see if he's willing.
I mean, yeah, it's
He might
his
not want to
ship.
put his own ship in danger.
I can
Yeah,
create
I
us some cover.
Who's the closest with Akano here?
You.
You're going to convince Akano. I'm going to go up to Akano.
And Akano, he's running. He has more cannonballs, and you can see a small pile has
Great, you're
formed on
pretty
either
close
side.
to him too. Great, go help.
I'll go full.
Okay.
Akano, I think we might. I think we might need to help the attack.
Help? What do you mean help?
Well, Gray.
I believe.
I've done all I could.
We have reason to believe that the
Classic.
acquaintances that we met on the
They're innocent.
the Shattered Islands there. That might be
Innocents.
their
We're
family.
innocent too.
The thing is, would they save us, right? And I think that watching an innocent ship get attacked by other pirates.
I
is
think
not the way
as
to go.
merchants, you might be able to get away with this. Like, think about them. If we do succeed, we'll have a lot of pirate booty to go around.
We're also
Roll a persuasion check.
we're also very concerned that if anything happens, let's say we.
an actual one.
I don't care about any of that treasure. I have my own goods to
I'm
trade.
Akano, and I'm going to reach on Akano's shoulder. You have to understand that once they're done looting this ship, they're just going to come right next to us. And as we mentioned before, it might be easier to go and handle them 2-on-1 rather than 1-on-1.
Roll a persuasion check.
I think he's right.
11.
With this man. I'm kidding.
11.
And you can see like his furrowed brow, and he kind of looks like much more in thought. His eyes almost go like hazy, and like he looks very deep in thought. I think you're right. If you get me and my family killed,
I promise we would not.
Akano.
let that
I'm gonna
happen.
throw you off the ship
I
myself.
can always send a message to Tyrilius as well.
You better be able to send it quick. If we get captured by,
It took a while to
if we
respond.
get captured by Blue Bolt,
Akano,
I very much doubt that any of us are going to be seeing each other again.
you and your
Do you
family.
know what he does? Do you know what he is? Why he's raiding that ship right now? I
The
doubt you
plunder.
do, unless someone told you when we were at the Naipain Hive.
I don't know if we have time for stories right now. But
Oh yes, okay. So I won't tell you about anything about the pirates.
I would love to know more.
That's
information
fine.
about
No,
that.
no,
Hey,
no, no.
Akano, I have an
Tell me
ability.
more.
How are we within cannon range?
No, we're a little while off.
I can create a bunch of clouds if you can get us close.
I think they might have noticed it by now. But if you think you can and it's not a waste, then it might be worth it.
I'll get started right now.
I have an idea. I walk over. How long would you say until we get to the other ship?
I would say maybe an eighth of a breath.
I hope that helps.
Yes, that is sufficient.
Yeah. Probably less than that actually. A half of an 18th of a breath.
Oh, a second.
Can I use intelligence to try to
Of an
decipher
18?
this?
Yeah, can I convert that to hours or try to?
It's probably like an hour.
Okay.
It'll take us an hour to get there.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
they're pretty far.
It's like off in the distance.
well, one breath is actually like 12 hours, right?
Mhm.
So 1/8 of a breath would be
More than an hour.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he said 160.
116. So it's
Oh,
like
sorry.
between half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
Depending on how fast you guys move.
What if I make an explosive and we strap it to Tenaculum?
You want to kill Tenaculum?
Well, you can bring him back.
Not for free.
Yeah, well.
Okay,
Well-
no.
Well, like,
Why don't we strap it to you then?
I'm kind of on the same.
If we
agreement
can
with-
get close,
Knack.
I could have something carry it over.
Oh.
If it's not too heavy.
Well, yeah.
Well, what is your guys' plan? I'm gonna be like.
Well, if we go,
Are you expecting me and my family to fight?
No.
No.
I would like to stay
Okay.
in the ship
You
and
can
protect the ship at all
Shoot the
costs.
cannons.
Could you distract the ship whilst we save
Well,
those people?
I'm guessing that maneuvering wise, we're probably a lot faster than Void Star. I can probably
Then we
avoid cannon fire for long enough. How long do you guys need?
Well, if we can get something over there
Do you-
that Lonan could shoot.
My,
Okay,
would
so
explode.
based on my general engineering knowledge, do I think that we can make a bomb big enough to to take out that giant ship?
Roll a intelligence check augmented by if you're proficient in Smith's tools.
the thing is, Pippin, though, you're not understanding that. What if the?
Well, let's second. You can keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, sorry, you were like, hold on. What if they are on the ship as well too? Perhaps if they have them captured, we don't know what's happening. Correct?
We don't.
So blowing up the ship might not be the best alternative. I was just thinking about that when Knack was mentioning that. I was at first in agreement to doing something like that. It might be better to point the explosive at somebody or something on the ship that we know is an enemy, but but maybe not the ship itself. in
Yeah, I don't
case.
think a bomb, even a fairly sized bomb, would take out that. That's quite a large ship.
Akano, I never realized last time we were in a pickle, you did come and heal us. If we have some sort of sign or sick, I don't know if anybody has the ability to do that. Are you able to?
What I'll do. So, are you guys planning on boarding? What ship are you going to board? Because if you're, what is your goal?
I
feel
feel
like we
we're
should
going
make a
in
decision
blind
really
here.
quickly.
We're-
We
I-
should.
Let me go adjust the ship so we're at least heading in the right direction.
I'll start working on some clouds.
My intent with the bomb too wasn't to destroy, but more just disable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you
I
be
mean, I'm
going for
assuming
the
that-
maps?
Do you guys know much about Loxogif airship technology?
No, I'm just kind of going off of knowledge of one of our other plane ships that float on water.
I don't.
But I
He
mean,
doesn't know what that means.
That it just sounds so absurd to me. I don't understand how it could work.
well,
But
understandable. But the point is that there's a lot of moving parts, and hitting any one of them disables it for a time being, so it can't move.
if you think you can do it, but that still doesn't answer my question. What are you guys going to be doing through all this? Are you expecting me just to maneuver the ship?
We can try to help the people that are on that smaller ship being attacked.
We would have to board it though.
Yeah.
And how are you
Could
planning
you
on doing
fly
that?
by and we could jump on?
It'd be risky. I might get hit in the process, but
I can create cloud cover.
If that's what you guys want to do.
Well, what do you guys think? I don't want to make a decision.
I think I'm okay with that as long as we're not gonna fall. Hypothetically, could we fall into the abyss if we
Yes.
stumble?
You always have the risk, but also, is it just the 5 of you that are going to be going?
No, Erie. Erie.
Am I in?
You're like in the route. You do hear this.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and fight these pirates. Do you wanna stay here, or do you wanna come with us?
I guess I can come.
Okay.
And I'm going to like swing down.
Yeah.
In with your
my-
pantaloons.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna not be a monkey though.
You're still
I'm going
being a
to
monkey.
stay a
Yeah.
monkey.
You're gonna stay a monkey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Here I'm gonna hand a flying
Do I
potion.
have all my stuff though with me?
Yeah, you would have all your stuff on you, so.
I'm gonna hand a flying potion to Erie and to Lonan and to Gray.
I'll keep it.
I only have 3. Sorry, you 2.
Is there any way that we could share it if we drank half of it?
No.
Doesn't work then.
If you drink half, it won't work.
I'm gonna put it in my pouch. How does my quiver look from taking care of it?
Good. It's the same. It's the same. It's been functional.
Okay.
Can I feed the flying potion to my horse?
Yes. Probably. You but
That is
yes. Yeah.
That is all.
So, okay, I need to get started. You guys discuss. I'm gonna take out all of my beakers and start ritual casting Skyrite.
So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna like help them?
It creates clouds.
Yes, we're going to go and board the ship in order to help them to.
How are we gonna know which are the innocent people and which are the people who are the bad people?
Oh, that's an Aarakocra ship you mentioned, isn't it? I believe that's the structure of it.
But I mean, if they've boarded that other ship, how do we know who the bad guys are? And who
Oh,
Pippin
just
and
attack the Loxogif.
Yes.
I'm sure most of them will be of
what
that
do they
race.
look like?
Well, they look like Loxogif. I don't like large, gray. They're about probably 10 feet
They
tall.
won't look like birds. Probably.
Yeah,
I look like.
I don't really have
intermediate
an animal to relate them to
They look like
personally.
large gray.
large gray.
No,
Big meat?
no, the color.
Oh.
Well, sometimes their skin goes like browny gold. It all depends.
But
it's
they
a
won't
range.
look like a bird.
Oh no, they're very large.
Okay.
They're very large.
That will be.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips?
Yeah.
What are their weaknesses?
I don't know, swords.
Solid
I'm not really.
swords.
I know I'm like trained in some swords
Now,
and
can
shit,
you
but
make,
it's
can you
mostly
make a
just
firework
self-defense.
of some sort or explosion that
You're a merchant
trigger some
first.
noise
I
for them?
understand.
Thank you,
can
thank you,
try.
Bree. And he'll reach out his hand. Thank you.
Love you.
But I probably only have time to make one thing, so
You should. Yeah, and we're on our way now.
what should I make?
We need to find out, are we making an explosion or are we making a distraction so then Akano can rescue us if we're in trouble?
Well, I think we already said that an explosion is not going to get rid of the ship, or we don't really know how to do that. So I think either way, regardless of what you or whoever is making, it's going to be used for a distraction and probably for us to hopefully be able to get away.
Okay.
So we want to use it probably
You guys
at the end.
did
I would
mention
say.
that you needed you wanted a signal so I can at least see to come pick you up,
Yeah.
or
so-
if you guys need medical, because I do have some inner powers.
Like
Well,
a giant gold smoke bomb.
So if you could make something that would maybe just be a distraction for when we want to get away, that would be
I can make something that kind of maybe hurts them a little bit
yeah.
and makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If this
Um,
helps, here, and I'm gonna flip my bag of holding and dump out 19 flasks of flammable oil.
On the wooden ship.
Ah!
They're all twice tough glass.
They're fine. Yeah, they don't break.
Yeah,
They don't break at all?
He's not like throwing them. He's just like
I
emptying
poured them out.
Oh, okay.
Onto the ship.
Onto the ship.
Yeah, they're all like rolling all over the
they're
floor.
in the
Oh,
flask.
I thought you meant you like open the flask.
No, no,
and
no.
just pour flammable
No,
oil
there's
just
nine-
in case you need it.
No, there's 19 flasks. So like a whole bunch of Christmas bulbs just roll all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, so I would like to make a bunch of nails.
What?
Like with your channel divinity
Genius,
nails.
genius.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a big old pile of nails.
Okay.
You do you.
55 minutes.
Can I?
So how much gold do you want to be using in this first?
I mean, I don't know.
How much gold of nails?
Yeah, how
I,
much-
I want like a nice amount of nails. Cause I'm basically gonna
A
make
nice
like a
amount
little
of
grenade.
nails.
That's, yeah,
That's gonna shoot out nails.
yeah. I'm gonna strap a bunch of nails.
Okay, a
It's
nail.
like-
Okay, I
it's
get it.
like
Like a
kills.
shrapnel grenade.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. You ask a question while I figure
Oh,
this out.
I was gonna talk to Akano and be like, hey,
Oh, sure.
huh?
Sure, yeah.
And be like, so how exactly would one disable a ship like that?
Oh, I'm not really the one to ask about that, I'm sure.
Do you- would-
Makimel would know a lot more about it than
I'm
me.
gonna just leave. I'm gonna go find Makimel.
And he's like up in the rafters, like tying stuff down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like swinging, like,
Yeah.
naked towards him. Hi.
Oh, hey, Harry.
Hi. We want to like maybe like make that so that pirate ship can't go anywhere anymore. Like, how would I do that?
I'm not 100% sure. You might be able to target one of the like propulsions on the back.
Okay.
But I know it's the Loxogift ship, I think, right? So I'm pretty sure it's pretty sturdy.
But if we were to destroy the propulsion in the back of the ship,
Yeah. Are you talking from the outside or the inside?
I mean, I could always sneak inside.
I mean, if you get inside, if you if you stop all the get rid of all the air crystals,
Oh.
there won't be any fuel. To
Okay.
The ship. I'm sure they have lots though in there, but that's something
Where
you
were
can
the
do
air
at least.
crystals we found?
In the engine room, but I don't know where it would be located. My guess
Okay.
is towards the back somewhere, or possibly in the balloon itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Okay.
luck.
Well, good luck, Erie. Be safe, okay?
I will.
And tell Bree to be safe too.
I will.
So, how much do you want?
Like a bucket full of nails.
A bucket. So I'm gonna say you're gonna use we're gonna use caltrops as the like because it's a good nail, right? So
Yeah.
we're gonna say like an X amount of caltrops
Yeah.
would be X amount of nails. So a bucket would probably be.
Caltrops are decently sized.
They are. So I'm just trying to think of how much a bucket would be. I'm just using this as a guide.
25.
Um,
No, I probably said more than that.
I would say like 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, to make a full bucket of like really good nails. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's like all your gold.
Yeah.
Really?
If you need more.
He didn't say that out loud, Nick.
No, that's Nick said that, not Pippin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pippin will say as he messes with his beakers, and there start like little puffs of cloud are starting to form around all my potion bottles as I'm like mixing them. Gray, does it look like they've noticed us yet? Here, take the spyglass.
Roll perception.
15.
15. So you can tell it doesn't seem like anything is majorly happening, but you do look on the deck and you can see that there is at least half a dozen forms on the deck right now. And they look like they're pushing stuff around and moving stuff.
Which
on
deck?
the which,
On the deck, there is no deck of the dirigible.
what's
pirate
difference?
ship?
Okay.
Yeah, the pirate ship doesn't have a deck. It's like a balloon with the underneath, like
Attached.
It's like a big
Section.
blimp.
yeah, yeah. So there is no deck there. So, but on the other deck of the basket-like ship of the Aarakocra, there is. You can see some forms of like some of the large gray forms described. And as you get close, and now you guys are at a distance. You're probably only like 15 minutes away at this point. You're very
Is
very
he been
close.
moving closer?
You guys have been flying closer the whole time.
Oh.
Like a
I
little
didn't
bit
know
of
we
time has
started.
passed as everything has gone. Yeah,
Okay.
Are we within cannon distance yet?
15 minutes is not cannon distance. It's still.
Fairly close.
Yeah, you still can't. You can't even see the. You can only kind of see the shapes
And did you say
moving.
3 dozen? On the deck?
At half a dozen.
Okay, half a
At
dozen.
least half a dozen, and you can see that their forms. They're very tall, and you can see their heads are an assortment of different like large mammals, like elephants, rhinos, and hippopotamus. Yeah, and you would recognize that.
Heavy duty.
Yeah, of different then like from their skin ranging from blacks to grays to browns to golden tones, and all in between there.
So
And you can see a lot of them have like lines of tattoos coming up, not quite on their face, but you can see around their collars. And they're all wearing like kind of like ragged looking, but still like so ragged looking, like almost like military uniforms is what they appear to be wearing.
So while we have been moving, I want to have cast Skywrite, which lets me write in the sky. Since there's sky everywhere, I want to like, and it writes out of cloud.
Yes.
So I want to do like a swirl around our, like as our ship moves, I want to do like a cloud cover around us.
So it won't be a very hardy cloud cover. How many words can you write with Skyrim?
I can write 10 words.
Okay, so it's not a very hardy cover. And
But
then-
I kind of want to make like, I want to like
Don't
make.
you have to write words?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna write
like
like
yellow.
la 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 la
in cursive.
It's in curse. Yeah,
La, la.
Okay.
it'll be like.
So conspicuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to hide us. I'm trying to make it hard for them to hit us.
Okay.
And I kind of want to like, basically like the ship is traveling in a direction. I want to like put like a little cloud cone around us.
Okay. And so you can do that multiple times in the hour.
Yeah, because I'm
that
just
it
gonna
takes you.
continuously ritual cast.
Yeah, so you can do it a few times, and I'll say it gives you a decent amount of cloud cover.
Can we
Okay.
see through it?
Yes, there's like lines of cloud that are striping through the
Okay.
ship, like around the ship.
I'm
It's not
like-
like blocking full like misty clouds. It's just like it's hard to say how big it is. Yeah.
So once I have my bucket of caltrops, I'm gonna take a couple of those. What potions were they?
They're not potions.
Yeah. Anyway, and I'm gonna put them in the center of the bucket. I'm gonna fill it with caltrops, and then I'm gonna take some gunpowder and fill in the rest of it.
Okay.
And then I'll just. Is there lids for these buckets?
No, there wouldn't be a lid.
Okay, so then I'll take some rope, and with the rope, I will just kind of tie going from the bottom over top to hold everything in.
Okay, so like you'll make it like it's
Yeah.
gonna like a at this point it's like a bucket with like caltrops, a couple potions, caltrops, all kind of like inside here,
Yeah,
and then like a rope cocoon.
filled with gunpowder too. to
Yes,
seal it.
gunpowder and a rope cocoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like a fuse.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
then once that's completed, Lonan,
Yes.
this is for you.
And you grab it's like really heavy, and Nax just like holding it like
What you
nothing.
going to do with this bucket?
Well, when the time comes, throw it, and then shoot it with something fiery.
Here, Lonan, I'm gonna like hold up Tenaculum
Oh.
and hug him
Oh.
and put him on Lonan's shoulder. If you need to use Tenaculum,
I don't
can
think
always
we'll need to do that.
make another.
I believe. Sorry, Bree. Didn't you mention that you could have somebody bring it over?
Yeah. I have to be kind of close, but I could get on the ship,
Do you want me to hold it as well?
control it.
But could you light it as well?
You can
I
light
could
it
have
before you send
something
it
light
over.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we getting close? Does everyone have their weapons
Yeah,
ready?
it is very close.
We all
And
ready?
upon set, it's like you'll hear like a whoop from above, like and you can recognize it
Are
as
we,
like
like, 10
Naughty
minutes
Mel's
away?
voice.
Do I have
It-
like 10 minutes?
Ish, yeah.
Okay. Let
Have
me.
we- Have
With
we-
we're getting within cannon distance. Everyone, hold on.
Oh,
And
no.
as you say that, I'm going to sit down on the floor next to this bucket that Lonan has like placed, and I'm just gonna start playing my harmonica. But I am ritual casting Unseen Servant. Oh,
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Is it getting like bumpy? What's the ride then?
It has been increasingly fast. You guys have been going at a fairly like normal pace, but you feel the wind whipping into your face and the burn of it as it almost gets cooler as you move faster and faster towards the ship. And you guys can see without an eyeglass at this point the forms moving on the ship.
Eerie would like to be kind of like on her stomach, kind of like near. I don't know. Is there like posts at the edge? Like, what is the railing of?
It is like it's like a post railing.
Okay, so kind of like with her quarterstaff on her back, like
Yeah.
looking, kind of like trying not to be too visible,
Okay.
but enough to see if a cannon's coming for
Yeah.
her face.
I'm trying to like keep my beakers upright. Oh, Lonan,
Yes.
could you give me 2 arrows?
I'm gonna reach back. Bombed or non?
It doesn't matter.
Non-bear.
Okay, that was like.
And I'm gonna take 2 little vials of the wyvern venom that I have, and I'm gonna dunk the arrow tips in them and hand them back to Lonan.
Ooh, okay.
These have wyvern venom on them.
I'm gonna put them in like an area where I know they'll be.
Yeah, you know, you can identify it. You know which.
Actually,
which
can I
which grab.
have it when I put it into my thing? Can I make it or like control my back or like my oh my god, what am I thinking?
Quiver?
Quiver. Can I control it where like vines wrap around those two just to hold
Yeah,
on to
it
them?
can wrap up to 5 arrows at once.
Cool.
So you can choose which arrows it
All right,
wraps
I'll have
around.
it wrap just hold on to it.
So those 2 specifically, and then you can decide. Just make sure to mention when you fire an
Sure.
arrow if it has like attached.
That's gonna be the
I would like to send a message, or kind of think telepathically to my horse.
Which is, you kind of just left it on, like, is it on
It's
the ship right now?
downstairs.
It is downstairs, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you, like,
I'm
left
just-
it on.
I'm just gonna kind of think to him and kind of just be like, protect the young ones. Protect the
And
downstairs.
vigilance will, like, you'll feel like an affirmation, and you'll almost feel a yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I want him to stand right outside the door where Uwawa of the one downstairs with the egg.
Wheeler.
Coil.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Is it Uwawa?
Ooh, wah.
Yeah.
I thought you said Willowa.
No.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, she's
But
just on
just
the, she's
stand-
been on the
Is
ship the whole
Yeah.
time.
Just
What if
so
she was
you know.
attacking the
Wah.
ship right now?
Oh my god.
So as you guys get closer, right before you guys get close enough, the ship is very close now. You guys can see almost like pristine detail. You can see the light glimmering off the hull, and you can see where the plates are like almost like soldered together to create this brassy blimp. The bucket will raise off the ground as the unseen servant is sung into existence, and you'll hear Akana's voice, "Get down!"
Oh no.
And you hear.
Yikes.
I dodge.
As you see through the mass, a cannonball fires and rips through one of the masts.
Oh
no.
Are Lucky Mel and Naughty Mel okay?
It didn't hit. It went like didn't go through a mast. It went between
Okay.
the masts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant it like through a.
Everyone, get ready. We're gonna be there in minutes, in seconds, not even.
You
Alright.
mean 1/16 of a breath? I'm just.
What are you saying? Seconds.
Which side are we boarding from? Left or right? Or...
It's on. They're on your right side currently.
Okay. I'm gonna position myself for boarding.
Me too. I'm gonna get up with like 2 bottles of acid.
I'm about to like go like kind of like crouch, like kind of braced to like spring.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to myself and hold
I
on
will
to
do the
to
same.
them on my head, like this.
He'll like suction cup to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay nimble so if I have to dodge
You're
anything.
gonna stay
Go stand right at the
vigilant.
Vigilant.
Yuri,
Is Bree
you
doing anything
good?
fun?
I'm good.
Everyone good? Bree, are you good?
Yep.
Is Bree just standing at the rails?
Yeah, just next to a bucket that's floating.
I will
Normal.
cast
Normal.
a pre-boarding spell.
Okay, that's
I'm
that's
very
okay.
specific.
Specific pre-boarding
What?
I'm gonna bless.
Okay, who you can
Ever
bless
keep your
4.
hands in
I
arms.
am going to bless Pippin, Bree,
I'm gonna write it on my hand.
Hashtag blessed.
I love it. Hashtag B. Hashtag B.
whew, Eerie, and I think Lonan.
Lonan, poor Naki.
Sorry, dude.
I'm
You and
ready.
me.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
We don't
hashtag
need bless.
Yeah, to be fair, you guys are the hardiest boys. So, as you feel you,
So the wind's.
no, I'm
picking up.
talking Naki Gray, the
Oh, I
hardiest
thought you
boys.
meant people who were blessed. I was like, not a boy.
No,
How dare you?
Boy is a gender
How
neutral
dare.
term.
I mean, right now, are you Naughty Mel or Lucky Mel right now?
Ooh.
She's she's the third one.
This
Yeah,
is
no, but I model myself after
Lucky Mel or Naughty Mel. You're an identical copy of one of them.
one of them, the
Yeah.
female one,
Okay.
which
Naughty
is
Mel.
Naughty Mel.
Okay, so we're flying in.
So as you guys, the tendrils of darkness almost like creep up you, and you almost, if you, Fernak and Gray, looking at the rest of them, you can almost see like a heaviness around them, and their shadows are darker than they
Oh,
would
this is
normally
from the
be.
blessed spell.
Yeah.
I was like, what are the pirates doing?
No.
I was
No.
confused.
You'll hear Akana's voice once more. Good luck, everyone. I'm bringing the ship down now.
Don't leave us here, please.
I'm gonna be around the ship. I'm sure you'll see and hear me. Naughty Mel, now! And you'll hear a hiss as you see a cannonball fire towards that ship. As it like dips down, you guys almost like feel it go airborne for a second before you
hang
like,
on
reach
to that
onto the
ledge.
ship as the ship dips. And I'm gonna have you guys roll. We're gonna do. Everybody can choose. Describe to me what you want to do, and we're gonna do a quick little skill challenge, but just with one roll each to see how well you got on the ship.
Oh, we're getting.
We're
You're
above the ship,
You
right?
guys, it's dipping down, so you guys are switch to the battle cam.
And are we jumping? Just a quick question. Are we jumping? We're not jumping onto the dirigible. We're jumping onto.
Jumping
the actual
onto
ship.
the wicker basket ship.
Does it have a mast? Does it have sails?
No, the wicker basket is. You can actually look at the battle cam.
Oh, okay.
Get up. Get this out of here.
Sorry.
What's that? It is like it's like almost a half dome circle on the bottom with almost like a little wicker tower in the center.
How does it fly?
There are little so you can see the holy fonts. There are two still
they
floating,
fly it.
floating above. But you can also see along the bottom. There's almost like there's a selection of propellers, like small propellers that are shut out and that are whirring. And it looks like those are keeping it airborne.
But there's no like masts coming up or anything like that besides the one.
There's a center. There's like a center tower
How
that
big
is
around
probably
would you say that is?
about 25 feet wide,
Okay, so
and it's
that's
probably like
Right.
20 feet tall.
Okay.
30.
I've asked my questions.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
we're all slow motion right now.
So you guys are all like leaping off of the ship in unison.
Cool.
Our fastest party member is Eerie, so
Yes.
Eerie, you can go
I am the
first.
fastest.
Yeah.
I think I can also move the furthest.
You
That's what we
can,
need.
100%. But we're not going to jumping distance is inconsequential, so we're going to go. How do you want to do?
Okay, I would like to jump like dive position,
Okay.
like I'm like springing up and like this down,
Okay.
and I want to like oh my god, I'm gonna die. I want to like kind of like somersault, like a, and then like land on my feet.
Okay.
On my feet.
So roll acrobatics for me. Right?
Land on my Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, could have been worse. 9.
9. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So at
Good.
least I wasn't
rolled a
that
2?
one,
Yeah.
but she got a 9 still.
But I rolled a.
Oh
So
my
as you
God.
fall,
Are you gonna, like,
you
grab
do
the
your
wall?
flip, but you misinterpret where you're landing, and you hit the large wicker tower in the center, and you're gonna take.
Oh no!
Oh wait! D4.
Yes, roll a
For
d4. No, that's not to get hit. This is damage that she takes.
Oh,
no matter
No,
what.
her skill check.
Oh yeah, roll a
Skill
d4
check, yeah.
anyways. Yeah, roll a d4, and it might change.
1.
So 9.
1.
So 9.
What do you mean 9?
10.
10. Okay. So you're still hitting the tower, but you're only going to take 2 bludgeoning damage as you hit it. I mean, you don't hit it that far up, but
How
as you
bad did it look?
it looks like you
Embarrassing.
grabbed it. It looks like you grabbed it and slid down, but you hit hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
It looks a lot
confused
more graceful. One of your wings though, which are kind of like not real, they're almost
Not
like your
functional, yeah.
clothes. Like it's one of them is like twisted at a really weird angle.
there. Okay,
But
the
as
first
you-
time I've really failed.
But as you slide down, you can see
I
in
have
front of
eyes.
you 3 large forms. One of a golden rhinoceros with one short front coming out of front of his face.
A rhinoceros
8 feet
person?
tall. Rhinoceros person, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. About 8 feet tall. A shorter elephant person with almost pinky skin, all wearing tattered black and blue military uniforms, almost like red coat like.
Okay.
Is that how to picture it? And a second rhinoceros person, but this one is only about 6 feet tall, but is very, very bulky, almost like a 6 foot square. Yeah. Okay, and we'll go around in a circle. We'll do Knack next.
Go simple, guys. Go simple.
Yeah. Just gonna basically dwarf ball.
I'm just.
You get in the cannon.
I'll just have you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Roll dwarf ball.
My thickness will save
Hashtag.
me.
Yeah.
Everyone, hashtag dwarf ball.
Hashtag
Dwarf ball.
That's the name of the party.
Yeah, a saving throw too.
18.
18.
Oh.
So as Knack rolls in Eerie, you land and see this, and you see it like a ball spinning in the air, and you can see it glittering of the ring shield, and you manage to hit and land and roll and land on your feet on the other side of the ship.
That's adorable.
And around you, you see a hippopotamus person with large open mouth maw towards you with dark black skin staring in front of you. Okay, next up we'll do one.
Can I go last?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You can
fine.
hold it.
Where you can get it.
Do you want me to tell you what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do?
Tell me what you- I'm gonna tell you what kind of roll.
I'm not gonna do anything like super crazy, but I am going to be. I guess like my role is also for the unseen servant. 'Cause
Yes.
I want him to be like following me as I go.
Okay.
So keeping that in mind, I just want it to be as simple as possible.
Okay, do you want to play a little tune while you jump to make it follow you?
Sure.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
sounds
So you guys hear a little jig, like a...
The little chick
And you can
you
roll
were
Arcana for this
concentrating.
one.
Well, might have just died.
You have blessed love.
You're blessed.
Oh.
Yeah,
Roll a d4.
roll a
as well.
d4 for that.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's-
is that what I rolled for?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It didn't help me very much. It didn't really help me that much, but it still did. What am I rolling?
Arcana.
Oh. That would be a 6.
A 6?
Oh, yeah.
So you managed to jump.
Yikes.
But as... Ooh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to roll dice to decide what happens.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah. So as you roll, Bree, you manage to land in front of Erie, but you're very close. You can feel the very low rope railing at the back of your calves as you're like standing at the very back of this. And as it falls, you hear clunk. And you can just feel it. You can feel the instant servant getting farther and farther away as it continues to fall into the endless sky. But you look next to you, and the bomb has landed beside you.
Cool.
The unseen servant is gone, so you don't actually see it.
But the
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, no, but she feels it.
I
She
know
feels
that
the
song.
song
Yeah,
like
it's
singing
like-
itself farther away. Yeah.
Well,
All
Poor
around
little
me.
guy.
At least you didn't spend a spell slot for it. And in front of you, you see
might
a
not come back
similar
after
amount. You see the same. You see the same large Loxo gift people that Eerie saw. But you can also see in the distance. You can see another large elephant person. This one with almost like blinding white skin and cut off tusks that are topped with like rusted copper, almost a green color. But you can also see a next to the.
Oh no.
You can see a
not good.
a slender,
No good.
familiar-looking race of a Kenku in a similar like a simple burgundy cloak.
Like a crow.
Yes, like a crow person,
Okay.
and you can tell it has a very scarred beak.
What did we ever see? I don't know.
Bree is
Oh.
familiar with Kenku.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So next up is Pippin.
Okay, so with like my little vial trailing clouds from my Skywrite spell, I'm gonna write like a really fancy like W, like sideways to create lots of clouds in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of like open my vest and try to like flying squirrel
Oh my god.
I'll have you roll a.
with the clouds to like give me some lift.
Yeah.
I will have you roll
Roll talent.
performance.
Performance. Oh no.
Augmented by dexterity, though.
Oh, pretty good. 20.
20. So Pippin, you see, just as you
That's so
saw the
hard.
bomb collapse next to Eerie, and Bree land right beside it, right at the very edge of the ship. You see Pippin and like, a trail of clouds like swoop overhead and land almost on the complete other side. And you kind of come to a running stop
Graceful.
and turn.
I want to do a superhero landing like Iron Man.
Duh.
But I'm like, hey guys.
And you turn and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 varying Loxogif,
no.
rhinos, hippos, all of varying colors, and you also see the back of this strange wingless Aarakocra is what you would think of it as.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next up is Gray.
After I was ready limbering up, I'm just going for a straight long
Just
jump, really.
yeah. That,
And going for just like an acrobatics kind of just run and jump kind of thing.
just a regular one? I would do athletics then instead.
Mine was the
Athletics?
coolest.
I'll say athletics. I think athletics is more appropriate for just a nice stretch. Always stretch before you exercise.
Oh, we're supposed before you fight.
Yeah.
24.
24.
I jumped
So you
over it.
can choose where you would like to
Oh.
land on the ship.
If I
Wow.
roll a 1, oh my.
I didn't get to choose.
Lona just
You were
died, just
fancy.
fall off the edge.
I'll let him choose because he was simple.
Yeah.
He was
Well,
lost the whole dance.
I guess I won't be
I
fancy
think
anymore.
I want to pick right behind the, like, you know, right that like triangle. Yeah, right in the middle there.
This? The
No,
circle?
no. The triangle near,
Right, where
yeah,
Go down.
where the lobster is.
Forward.
Yeah, that triangle of three
In
people.
between those three people.
Yeah, right in the
Oh, here! Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what
It was like-
triangle are you talking about?
We're like,
That
those
was
are
always
squares.
Okay, as you land, and then
Sounds like-
you get a very good view of the whole ship, and so did you, Pippin, actually, when you were flying over.
So before I land, So we've been thinking about like a name for the team, and I wanted to jump and be like, "Have no fear, the Guardians are here." And I like, but like, if you guys don't like the name Guardians, then I don't have to do it.
Loden will yell that as you run.
The Guardians are here.
As he jumps.
Do I
We
want?
didn't agree on
We
that.
can agree on it. I'll say it anyways.
Well, you guys can talk about it in character later.
Yeah. Join a roll for.
I'm gonna have you roll just a acrobatics check for that.
I want to look to see where everybody's at and kind of make sure that I give myself a little bit of distance so I can use my arrows.
Roll acrobatics first, and then to see if you can decide.
14.
14.
Oh, but
Add
plus
a
the
D4?
4.
Yeah, plus the d4.
Okay. So,
Oh, I didn't have the D4.
17.
Yeah. 17. So you make a jump. And I will let you choose which quarter of the ship you want to land on.
By me. Okay, so
Yeah, Bree's right here.
Oh,
where's Pippin at?
but like
Let me go next to Pippin
probably.
then.
Next to
by
Pippin?
yourself.
So you will do a
Yeah.
jump and land straight next to Pippin.
He has to defend his boy.
Yeah.
His boy. And now,
Keep the
you
fan
guys
going.
can all roll initiative.
Yay.
Okay. Well, wish that would have been my jump.
I mean, to be fair,
Well, you can go
you made it.
first.
Oh, hey, that's not a bad. That's
No
not
one
bad.
jumped off of the ship, which is good.
That's what I
Okay,
get.
so we'll start off with a basic 25 to 20.
20.
Ooh, Bree.
Coming in strong.
Coming in strong.
Very strong.
Even though you almost lost the bomb.
Yep.
It rhymed.
Did I roll?
No.
Oh,
No,
14,
it
15.
didn't.
Oh! Sorry, I'm not the bard.
And next we will do 19 to 15.
Yep, I got 17.
For a second there, I thought you were gonna say like 13.
Yeah. Yeah, got
Yeah, 15 to 10?
13.
I forgot what I
Sorry,
rolled.
15 to
Did I
10?
roll a 14 or 15?
13.
I just went to look. Yeah. Oh, was it 15? Well, well, too
13.
bad. I would have got an 18 instead. Actually, I rolled an 18. I thought I rolled a 14 instead.
What?
What?
My
I
initiatives.
was-
My initiatives.
You're going where you're at. I already have you written down.
Right.
Math is hard.
Well, my initiatives plus 3. I thought I rolled a 14, but I actually rolled a 15.
Wait,
15.
yeah, okay, so, okay.
You guys following? Whoever's watching.
Okay, and then no one has, I said that was 15 to 10. No one has anything in between that, right?
Good, good.
No.
Okay, 9 to 5.
9.
You guys always roll so bad.
Yeah, I'm always terrible.
Normally, I'm like last. This is weird.
That's me, dude.
Nah, dude.
That's
No.
me, dude.
Okay, and now,
dude.
now 4 to 1.
3.
Have no fear.
I was 14.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
0?
Yeah.
What?
Your initiative is 0?
Yeah.
So I forgot I wrote you down. I was just like, Mac, when are you gonna go? So you said 3?
Yes. The big tree.
Okay. So as you guys are landing on the ship, after the Guardians are here, you guys hear.
Wait,
know,
was
you
that
guys-
common? What was that?
Yeah, what was it in? Did you say that in Orin or Common?
In Orin.
Okay. So you guys hear a large, almost like an alarm, but like a big, like a bell, like a sounding from the not too far off ship.
The pirate ship?
Of the pirate ship. Yeah. As you hear more cannons bursting, and you see you see the Gift of Variety swoop behind it and go out of view.
Really?
Yeah. As you hear cannon fire, but
Do sounds.
what?
Do sounds.
I already did sounds. I already did some sounds. Yeah. Well, I guess Pippin's gonna be the last if he keeps interrupting. As you land, and you can see and hear all of the pirates in front of you, the almost 24 of them scattered around the ship, yelling as they turn and look at you. But first, we will start with Bree.
Nice.
Ah, yes. Me.
So your back is to the ropes
Am
with
going
a
to-
pirate almost directly in front of you, but not directly. There is a 5-foot space between you two.
Okay, I am going to, unfortunately, because I need my hands free, leave the bucket where it is.
Okay, yep.
Actually, I'm gonna kick it forward with me one step, so it's not like right on the edge.
Okay,
That's
so I'll put
not
it.
like kick, but
I'm
like,
gonna say it's still on its same spot, but it's not like right on the edge.
yeah, I just wanted it like away from the edge.
That's fair. I will say that as a free action.
Okay. And I will then. Do I want to do this? Will it hurt?
Do it. Do it.
And there's one right in front of you.
Yeah, I just.
But their back is
not
turned.
going
It looks
to-
like they're almost like leering towards Erie.
So I am going to. So I have my harmonica still in my hand because I was just playing it, and I'm going to blow into it. But instead of like a nice sound coming out, it's going to be this like like earth shattering sound
like
that like almost explodes from it.
Okay.
And I am casting shatter.
Okay, what is the space that you're casting shatter in? It's a 20-foot square?
It is a 10-foot radius sphere.
Oh, sphere. Okay.
Centered on me.
Oh, it's centered on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or centered on.
You can choose where
A
it's centered.
point, yeah, a
Yeah.
point
I'm pretty sure I was like,
okay.
if it's centered on you, I'm pretty sure you take damage.
Yeah. So in front of me.
Okay, so
Like-
10-foot radius would be this whole area, so it can be
Yeah.
all in between ear. Do you want it to like try to hit other
Yeah, like
as many
over-
people as possible?
Yeah, just not Erie.
So yeah, so that's 10. So you can hit these two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to do Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Constitution.
saving throw. So the first one is gonna have a 15.
So that doesn't pass.
So that doesn't pass?
Fails.
Oh my god,
Fails.
wow, what is your
Wow.
thing?
A 16.
And the other one is 14. That's insane.
So
That's called a 20 charisma.
y'all suck.
So they both fail.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll damage.
Oh.
So that's a 5, 7, and that is what is that? What did I say? 7 plus 5 is 13.
13 damage. Okay.
12.
So what?
12.
12, 13. Yeah.
Do you roll because you're blessed?
12
or
damage?
Does that have any effect on you?
No, the bless isn't here.
No, the blast doesn't
No,
affect
that's
saving
just for-
throws.
yeah.
Saving throws, yes.
No, like other
Attacks.
people's saving
Oh, yeah.
throws. That's what I meant. Okay, as the elephant and the rhinoceros like grab their ears, and the elephant puts its like large like thick fingers up to its ears, like folds it over, and they kind of cringe and kneel down, and they let out like a trumpeting scream. Like,
Oh.
Okay.
okay. So next up is Logan.
Just to confirm, the little tiny ones are like the ones we're helping, correct?
No.
No.
No,
they're
all
all
of
They're all
these
bad guys.
are bad guys. You don't see the only different raced creature you see is the tall wingless bird.
Okay. So I can't see it really because the books are in the way.
Remove the book.
There you go. Now I can see.
You can look on the screen too.
Well, I don't want to look at the screen. Okay, so how far? So he's like what, 10 feet away from me?
Yeah, he's 10 feet away from you.
A lot smaller than the one to my right.
They're all about the same size. They're all like towering over you.
They are.
Some of them are close to your height, but they're all taller than you.
And disadvantage because I'm too close, or
No.
no? Okay, I will try to shoot it with an arrow then.
Okay.
So do I get does bless go towards my attack? It does. Okay.
Attack, roll, not damage.
Great. Nat 20.
Woo!
First crit.
And you're hitting. You're going towards this one, I believe.
Do I roll the plus two?
Wait, that's an
Just
ally.
to ask,
Double dice.
let's do this again. Let's roll this 1-4 just to does this do anything? Or?
No.
No, it doesn't matter. I wouldn't bother rolling it.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, so 28 plus 7. So that is 10 piercing, and then I roll again for
Yep,
the
double
damage.
dice.
Yeah, double dice. And then you just add this dice number.
3.
So 13.
Thanks.
Good job.
As there are pieces into its shoulder, but it doesn't go very deep in. But you can see the dark navy of its uniform start to like bleed darker.
Okay. Second arrow again. These are just regular arrows. I'm not using my barb.
Okay.
Plus D4.
Yeah, plus a d4.
So 6.
Oh,
so
you
that-
always roll a d4 when you're blessed?
Yeah, so
Only
that's 6
attack
plus
rolls
4,
and
so,
saving
or
throws.
sorry,
See if
plus
you
8,
hit.
so that's 14. 14.
14. Hits.
Alright. You're like, 8.
Ooh, nice.
So that is 11 piercing.
11 piercing. Wow.
Yeah, boy. So those are both my attacks. And
So as you fire your second arrow into it, it pierces and it goes straight into its eye socket as it falls down.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ooh, dang.
We're
done and
murderers.
done.
Dang.
And I'm
We're
going to,
murderers.
as my bonus action, I'm going to tell
God.
Tenaculum to go onto Pippin's shoulder.
Okay, and Tenaculum will like squeege over to your shoulder.
Squeege.
We'll touch shoulders
Yeah.
and we'll go,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what squeeging is. Obviously.
Well,
and I'll go, great shot, sweetheart. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
That's canon right
Okay,
there.
next up is
That's
Mac.
Okay. I will run forward and engage the one in front of me.
Dun, dun. Oh, you mean roll forward like Metroid
Yeah.
Ball? Like,
He's still doing the jump roll.
Yeah, we're
he
like,
hasn't stopped yet.
we're like,
Metroid Ball.
I like Thud from Hook when he
Yeah.
runs down the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that one I'll just attack.
Okay.
Just going.
Just a straight like ding
Yeah.
hammer shot.
No.
What'd you roll?
No.
That's I rolled back. I rolled a 2, so off to a good start.
Yeah.
D4
Okay, so that.
You're
And
normal.
then
No, he's not blessed.
You can
Oh,
say
yeah.
he's not, for one person, you probably should have blessed.
You can say he's not doing too good.
and then
He hasn't got the knack of it
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Ah!
my bonus action,
Funny.
I will cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. And is it this anvil still?
It's the anvil, yeah. And
So as the anvil comes crashing.
not there. It'll be between the one that's between Bree and Yuri.
You can't see there.
Oh, I can't.
Just because this is a building,
Oh,
right in
okay.
the center. So your view would be blocked a bit too much of this.
Okay, then I will not do that at all.
Okay. So no spiritual weapon?
No spiritual.
Okay. So never mind. Okay. So next up is Pippin.
Yay. Okay, I'm gonna go. Can I move him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Doot, doot, doot. Doot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like run over to the center of the ship, and I'm gonna take this little crystal vial out of my bag, and I'm gonna open the gust bellows.
Oh. So as the wind whips around you.
So like I open it and wind just goes like out of it and starts whipping around me.
And you feel this too, Ronan, because I believe.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
It's centered on me, and it's
Yeah,
a
so
difficult
it's
terrain.
billowing around. Even Gray, you don't feel this, but
Oh, thank
you feel a whip of wind hit you in the face, Lonan,
okay.
as your hair like pushes back.
So with the gust bellows, because I'm like now there's like whipping wind all around me. I'm gonna turn the open container towards this pirate in front of me, and I'm gonna bonus action cast gust and try to shoot him off the ship.
Okay, okay. So
You have to make
Yeah.
a strength saving throw.
That's sick.
oh, I'm so glad you got that item. Strength saving throw is 8.
So that fails,
Okay.
and you push 5 feet back, which is off the rail.
Yeah. So right off the side, as it pushes, I'm gonna let him roll to try to catch the side.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna go step on his feet. Or his fingers.
which he does.
he does. No.
But all you see is like a thick, like deep black, like almost like rocky looking hand grab the side of the ship. As you hear like a scream.
Okay, so and then I'm gonna take the gust bellows like that. I'm leaving it open,
Yeah.
so the wind's like
It's
so
blowing in that direction now.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put the gust bellows on top of Tenaculum,
Oh, okay.
and end my turn.
Okay.
Ooh,
Very cool.
Like it.
I like that.
Okay, so next up, you see Gray, the bird in the long burgundy coat, turn towards you, and it opens its beak, and the siren that you hear, the weird like bells, like ding, echoes out from its mouth, like, ding, before a deep, bellowing voice. Blue bolt, blue bolt, blue bolt, as it
It's coming
rushes
from the
towards you.
It's coming from the beak?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
As it
What?
rushes towards you.
I'm confused.
It's a
So
Kenku. What does that mean? What that mean?
What that mean? So as it rushes towards you, and it pulls out a dagger in the motion and swipes at
I thought he
you.
was hugging me.
So the first hit is gonna be 14.
Misses.
Which misses. And then it is the second one is a 15.
Misses.
Misses.
again.
So both swipes, ting ting, and you step back, and one glances off of your gauntleted hands. But it ultimately does no damage to you.
Nice.
So next up,
Everybody's still blessed.
all around you, the creature, some of the locks of gifts start to move around. You hear them start to shout, so they're kind of surprise gets the better of them, and you hear, "Get the captain! Get the captain! Where's Alforay? They should be helping us right now!" As they kind of rush forward, and one will rush towards Gray, and the other towards Bree. So the first, the one towards Gray will make an attack first. It will pull out almost like a club, almost like a lead pipe, and swing at you. And it's going to be a 14, which misses. And this one at you, Bree, will pull a rusty scimitar and slash at you.
Rusty. My fave.
And that's an at one. So you managed to hit it. What do you want to do? Deflect it? Just dodge out of the way?
Yeah, I'll just deflect.
As you deflect it, you manage to hit his hand just at the right angle, and he loses his scimitar as it flies into the sky.
What?
It rolls an out. He rolled an at one.
Nice.
Yeah, so he rolled bad. Next up is Eerie.
Eerie would like to.
Rage.
Essentially, yes. She would like to give a good old punch at the nearest.
Adversary.
So you'll push yourself up from your half crouched sitting position
What?
and run forward, dun, dun, and go
Yes.
sucker punch
Exactly.
right in his face.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
22.
22, that hits.
Plus, I guess.
How long are we blessed for?
1 minute.
For the whole round.
The whole thing, because this happened seconds. We'll say
Like
So
right behind
actually,
him.
26.
10 rounds.
how much?
26, including the thing for
Yeah.
hitting.
Oh yeah, that already hit. You're good. Yeah.
Just saying. To be
I was like, how did you deal 26 damage with your fist?
So I would like to stunning strike. Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm going to use 1 key point and go back down to 4.
So I have to make a Constitution save,
Yeah.
and you roll your damage while I do this.
Key.
Oh, 17.
Oh.
1d6. Oh, 8.
8. Okay.
So wait, you passed already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I suppose.
8. Okay. Yep.
And I'm going to punch it again.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 19 plus.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. No, that hits. Yeah.
Just like pow.
This one I'm not going to stunning
Pow.
strike. I'm just going to normal.
We'll let it go.
Okay.
Normal punch it. Another 8.
Another 8. Okay.
And
And
then do
then-
I get one more?
Then you can bonus action to punch because you did an attack action that turn, so you can free bonus action punch.
Nice. So that is
Okay. 1 second. I can't do math. Okay.
18.
18 hits.
Nice.
Okay.
Savory got scared too.
Saber's like, oh god, don't hit me.
So Saber's like, don't throw the math rocks at me.
7.
7. Okay. As you punch it for this final time, you're like doom doom right in the face, up at the under chin, and this is a this one is a rhino, and as you do a final punch to its side, you can feel its ribs cave in as you punch on its right side,
Yeah.
as it takes a labored breath and collapses.
Oh,
It's
nice.
dead?
Yeah.
Noise.
He's dead.
I punched it.
Noise.
I punched it.
Noise.
So next up, you guys hear a voice ringing out from the wicker tower in the center. What could this possibly be about? What could this possibly be about? As Gray, Bree, and Lonan, you see a large, crooked, gnarly cane held by a large, dark hand covered in orange-colored fur reach out as a large simites, the same kind of creatures that Econo and his
Monkey
kin were, the
people.
monkey people. That looks like an orangutan, large and thick with a large droopy face and long, like dreadlocks of multi colors of orange and orange, white, and red. As it steps out, oh, what could this possibly be about? Oh, Sweeper, you're supposed to be taking care of this stuff. Oh, I knew we should have done something about this. And she'll kind of look around, and then so there's 3. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
Someone roll a d6?
No, I'm going to. 1, 2, 6. Okay. And as they turn and walk towards Eerie.
Oh no, Eerie. You're being targeted.
Yeah.
Great.
Great.
You shouldn't be here. Simate. I was hoping for something more interesting. As they kind of flail out with their club towards you, and as you look,
Can I step?
no, you can't move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, now your turn.
You're like, no, that's out of my system.
So as you turn to see them, you see the end of their staff as they kind of whack it towards you, but they're much too far away to hit. You see a light form and shoot out towards you.
Oh, they're a spellcaster.
Cool.
They're a ninja.
They're a monkey.
So that is going to be a 23 to hit,
Oh.
That hits.
That's a big hit.
and you are going to take 7 radiant damage
Okay.
as they swipe again, and almost like a beam comes out once more towards you.
Oh no.
And this one is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. So that one goes wide and goes and flies far. And it's like,
Okay.
it's a crafty one, I see. And next up is Gray.
Alrighty. So I am going to, with my glaive, I'm gonna start with a big swing going across the not the raven first.
No, the other one
first.
that's to the side.
And
Okay.
it's gonna go around like that. So I'm
Okay.
gonna first attack there.
And so you bonus action summon the glaive, right?
That was already summoned.
Oh, you summoned it before you jumped. Yes, you're
A
correct.
long
You're
time
right.
ago.
You're right.
That's gonna be a 13.
A 13 hits.
Okay. And 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay.
And basically, from kind of like going forward, my second attack is going to be on the raven.
Okay.
That's going to be 27.
27 hits.
That is also going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Okay. As you swipe along the front, it kind of like as the raven creature kind of steps back, and you manage to swipe and cut a little bit of its rope without making actual contact.
Were you trying to hit the raven creature?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They tried to hit me.
Good.
Okay.
Take it out.
Next
That's
up,
what I'm saying.
more of the creatures come to life.
Oh. Oh, they weren't alive?
They're
No,
just like,
you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I don't.
They start moving. They take their turn. Okay.
There we go.
oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I was the end of
There's
the
As
like
behind
robots.
you, one runs up to you, Gray. Another one's up to you, Eerie, and one runs from inside the tower.
Difficult train.
No, it's not difficult terrain. It's you used your bonus action to like funnel it as the gust of wind spell. That's how it works. I made the item. I know how it works.
Well, maybe double check the writing. We continue.
Yeah, well, Pippin loses the item if he doesn't get to. If he's going to argue with the DM. As the other one runs towards Gray, as it's the only one they can see. Gray has like 4
Yeah. And he's
giant, like a wall of creatures around it. So the
You're
first
correct.
one, will, yeah, I know I'm correct. So the first one will go attack and hit Eerie,
Oh, okay.
and that is gonna miss. As the next 2 go to hit Gray.
Ouch.
And the first one is a 13 to hit, which misses. The second one is a 18 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. So you're gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage as a large, like spiked club comes up and hits you in the gut.
Oh.
And then,
After roll Constitution or concentration.
yes, you do.
I think I blacked out for a minute. Did
I
I
lost.
take any damage? Or did it miss?
It missed.
Everybody lost a bless.
So
I
bless.
hit one.
What?
Those beams that we got shot at.
Oh yeah, that one hit you, but like not this turn.
Okay, no, last turn. Yeah, I meant this one right.
Yeah. That's what I thought you meant. Okay, so you guys all lose bless. You feel, you feel like that kind of sickly darkness leave you. Next,
Sad.
first neck, the large elephant creature in front of you will swing and hit to try to hit you, and it will do 10, which I think misses. And then the one Pippin you will see in front of you, the one kind of trying to like climb back up onto the deck. As it manages to like grab and put another hand up, but it doesn't manage. You can see it struggling to pull, but you can almost see it getting pushed back by the wind that's still in its direction.
Good.
Next, top of the round. It's Bree's turn.
Bree wants to run away.
Bree's like, peace. It just jumps.
So there's the one right in front of her, right?
Yes.
Bree's probably thinking, what the heck did I get myself into? With
That's
with
pretty
these
much
people? Yeah.
constantly what she's thinking.
Too late now.
You signed the contract.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna just pull out her dagger
Okay.
and just try and stab the guy in front of her.
Okay. Rolled ahead.
And she doesn't.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh, these
Oh
rolls.
no,
Danielle.
Bree.
That's why I said I wanted to leave. It's not a
So
good
yeah,
night.
you managed to miss. Did you want to do anything with the bonus action?
You can dance.
Am I in, like, how close am I? I can't see from here.
Oh, you're like 15 feet away from Erie.
No, I'll just do that.
Okay.
How do we roll like 4 d20s when we're seeing how far we can see on this game, and now we're rolling 3s?
I know, it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
So next,
That's how it goes.
Evening.
Lonan, as you go to draw your arrows, your bow. Was that what you're gonna do?
Nope.
No, okay, then just say what you want to do.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do?
So don't do that.
And I pop the top off of my flying potion and I sit.
And right as it's touching your lips,
Dramatic moments go on.
Cutscene.
Yeah.
What?
you feel a thud boom, hit the ground beside you.
No.
As more doom,
Come on.
doom.
But here's the thing, though. I'm drinking flying potion.
Yeah, this is happening while you're doing that.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just saying. This
Oh,
is
okay.
happening.
Here's
the thing.
Here's
Here's the thing. I'm the
there.
DM. You guys
Ah.
will stop saying
Yeah.
here's the thing
Be
to
nicer
me.
to us, dear.
I'll just cry later.
Yeah.
These guys are just like not
Yeah,
wanting to
you wanna
stay
kill
with
it?
it.
It's fine.
I didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom. As three slightly heavier armed Loxogif will land, and you can see coming down the wire, almost like hand on hand, a menacing, hugely tall rhinoceros man with dark gray skin and blue tattoos of lightning bolts, bolting all the way up from its collar up through his eyes. Coming
Where's the
towards you,
cord?
glaring. Right here behind Lonan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's where these guys came from. And you can see him
Oh.
making his way towards you.
Jeepers.
Make him over.
Jeez.
And now you drink your potion.
Drink the potion, fly, and then I start to like.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Anyways,
Drink the potion.
Yeah, I drank the potion, and I just like I think like, do I get wings or how does it
Yeah.
work? You do. Okay.
Describe it.
small,
So I'm like, as soon as they get in front of me, I lean down and like my cloak is basically covering my wings. So I like lift my cloak up and like wings appear. And
I was gonna say the waving wings of your onesie
oh.
meld into your skin and forms like
That's sick.
mobile wings.
But as I step back, I'm going to shoot an arrow because they're all in a line, correct? Just to be sure.
Yeah, they're all in line right there, and there's one at the end
I'm
of the
going
line
to peel
too.
back a little bit, and I'm going to shoot my arrows, and I'm going to
So you're gonna leave. Okay, so you will get an opportunity attack against you just because you're stepping out of range, right?
from flying.
Yeah,
Sure, that's
it still
fine.
works. So it misses. There's not
Okay.
one, so you're fine.
Come on, let's do this.
So where are you? What are you aiming at?
I'm gonna aim at the first guy
Okay.
in like a line, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna
And
be
I
explosive
rolled
thing.
a 14.
A 14 hits.
All right, and this arrow is going to, for the first time since I've actually played this character,
It's in the book, not in there.
I'm going to use. Well, it's actually the same thing. I read it before. It's still the same thing. Doesn't really matter.
Bursting.
Bursting arrow.
Arrows. I haven't been able to use it this entire time because you've been too close. You imbue your arrow with the force of energy drawn from the school of evocation. The energy detonates after your attack. Immediately after the arrow hits the creature, the target and all other creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage. Or wait, sorry, is it
an area?
what? No.
Yeah, it's not a line. But there's like it still hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are near.
Yeah, so it's gonna hit these two, which is still good. It still has hit multiple people. Okay, so you roll damage on it, right?
You roll your damage.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that.
Y'all have AoE stuff.
Too excited.
Y'all got AoEs?
I got single target.
Okay, so this is the damage of the first arrow, right?
This is the 5 piercing, and the energy arrow hits the target. And all of the creatures within 10 feet take 2d6. So how many creatures are near?
You just
10
roll
feet?
once and they take the same amount of damage.
But how many are there? Just 2 of them.
Just the two of them. But still two.
Nice.
Nice, 12 damage for each.
12 damage each.
All right, that's the one attack.
It's like 24.
Yeah, that's the first attack. So as the arrow goes in and it hits, and there's nothing for a moment, before you see the arrow kind of like start to like bloom out, and a huge force shockwave pushes back, and you can see it audibly. You can see it almost like rip open this guy's chest.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like ripped open. It's like a fleshy, almost like wind burn that is like super severe right on it. Right opens a hole in his chest, but like knocking the two around him back.
Okay, let's go with that one.
Okay, so you're gonna roll that.
Yep, and that one definitely hit. That's like a 26.
Yep, that hits.
All right. Let's do. All right. Yeah. They're there. Let's do this.
Yep, they're there.
Wow.
They're there.
Another bursting arrow.
Another bursting arrow. Okay,
But anyways, the damage is 9.
9 damage.
for the first
Okay,
one, okay,
That's better than last time.
and 2d6 force. So
that's all of your magic arrows.
I know I only had 2. 9
Four.
force damage.
9 force
You
damage.
use them on these.
Okay,
on these
as you
minions.
once again hit, and this
Whoa,
one
they're
actually
really
it hits him
strong.
right in the foot, and as the shockwave goes out, it like just destroys his leg as he collapses to the ground.
Oh, gee.
The
Bye, guys.
shockwave.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So now I'm in the air.
Yeah, you're floating in the air, so you
How-
have like 5 more feet of movement if you want to fly.
Move
a little
out.
further out.
Can I move over to the very middle?
You can only move 5 more feet. You can move 1 more square
Oh, I guess fine. I'll just move inwards. I guess.
this way.
Yeah.
So you're floating over top of the ship now.
I would go out into the open air.
What if
So
something?
then no one can hit you.
Sure.
Okay, so you go the other way. So you're in the open air. Okay, next up is Nick.
Bye, Danny.
Bye.
I'm probably not aware of them boarding the ship then, am I?
No, you heard the thumps, and you heard the ring of the bell and the blue bolt, blue bolt, blue bolt.
That I heard that. Okay. I'll start off by trying to attack the one that's in front of me again.
Okay.
Um,
That'll do it.
Was it good this time?
That was mediocre.
15.
15 hits.
Yay!
Knack does damage.
Pro time.
Knack attack.
Knack attack.
Ooh, 9 damage.
9. Wow, that's pretty good. So as you smash with your hammer, and as it hits the thick hide, the hollowness that you have carved in almost like makes a bell ringing sound, like a dong.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that.
Wouldn't it affect the Wouldn't it affect the third one behind it too? Because it's within 10 feet, right?
No, that's
5, 10.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, 10 feet. It's like that's the 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, and then can I turn around to look?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I see that clustering of people behind me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
As the anvil flies, where do you want it?
Yeah, I will drop it right on the head of the one in the middle there.
Ding.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it beside it, but it's above right now, so it's 5
Okay.
feet above. Ding.
Okay,
Is
and
that
then I
bolted?
will.
As like freaking like Acme style, like a giant anvil falls out of the sky.
Oh my god.
And then I'll get my attack with that, which I think is
Is it a magical glowing anvil though? That's
Yeah,
not
it's
good.
like it has like mystical
17
fire
to
around
hit.
it. 17 hits.
Yeah. Okay.
It's quite
Wow,
impressive.
spiritual weapon actually hitting.
Wow.
On the turn it was cast.
Oh my god.
That's
It's never happened.
Is that a D8? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, D8 plus your.
Modifier.
Yeah.
So that will be 11 damage.
Oh my god, Mac.
Good
Big
job.
boy.
Is he still alive?
Yes, this one hasn't been damaged at all.
Don't worry, I'll finish him off.
So as the anvil drops down,
Help
you can
me.
see its head like the body like audibly like crunch slightly as it like lifts back up and it kind of pushes it up of its head. Next up is Pippin.
Okay. So, if I don't use my gust bellows, does the difficult terrain come back?
Let me see. No, it is still in that. It's still blowing.
So
Yeah,
can
it's
I
still.
use my bonus action to turn the difficult terrain back on?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn the gust bellows, or I'm gonna like rearrange it onto.
So that's your
that
bonus action.
That's my bonus action. So the difficult terrain, so like a whirlwind appears around me again.
Yeah, and
And then
you are
Immune to it.
no.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that.
It says attuned creatures are the difficult
Oh, immune.
terrain.
Oh yeah.
I'm
When did you
attuned.
attune to it?
I said I attuned to it on the ship.
Sure. Now I trust you. Don't worry.
Okay. So I'm not affected by the difficult terrain, but everyone else in the area is.
Yeah.
Okay, so then as my action, I'm gonna grab a bunch of vials of potion and mix them together on the ground. And I'm gonna create like a giant like pink magma slug.
Oh.
And I'm casting
Flaming sphere.
flaming sphere. And I'm gonna start it over here, and I'm gonna like ram it through all three of them.
Okay. Doom, 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 doom.
So
Nice.
they all have to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So, first one is 15 for the green guy.
Fail.
6 for the other one.
Fail.
13 for the other one.
They all fail.
Okay. Remember, only the first one will take the additional 5.
Yes, thank you. No, I can decide.
Okay, then decide.
I'm gonna have the one in the this one take the
Okay.
additional 5. So that
Ooh.
is. They all take 6 fire damage, except this one takes 11.
So, okay.
Wow.
So as this like big magma slug goes like over top of all of them, and they're all.
As they all just burn, you can see their clothes.
For some reason.
Yeah.
What's wrong with us?
So next up is
Oh, none of them die.
no.
Damn it!
Okay.
So next up, the crow in front of you once again. Look at you,
I look menacingly at it.
and you'll hear the voice coming. The strange voice. Blue bolt, and then there's this different voice coming. Blue bolt coming. And it'll swipe out at you once more.
Creepy.
Nasty.
Nasty.
Gray's surrounded by like 50 guys.
I need to swing one more time.
No one's helping him at all.
I can't even see that. So.
So the first one is a 20 to hit.
Ah, that's
Okay.
Gray does have like 5.
He does. He has so many guys on him.
And that is going to be
So it always ends up
8
like
slashing
that.
damage.
okay.
Oh, and an additional
Oh,
11
okay.
slashing damage.
Feels good.
As he kind of like hits a chink in your armor that you didn't realize was exposed before. And the second one is only a 14, so that misses. And then he will look at you and kind of like take a defensive stance and kind of like be swaying back and forth and continue being like, blue bolt's coming! Blue bolt's coming! And kind of like go back and forth.
Yeah, kill it, Reno. Great.
3 smites.
Next up, so this one once again will attack Bree, and it'll come down with instead this time with his 2 fists because it dropped its cutlass and trying to hit you right in the head, and it misses. It like swings down, and you just kind of.
I'm like, why do you keep trying
Yeah.
to hit me?
Why are you doing this?
Why?
And then the other one once more will have its spear and just jab into you, and that misses. No, they're all missing.
Thank God.
Next up is Eerie.
It's me.
Except on my paper, I wrote down Eric.
Go on, Eric.
Go on. That's your name in this monkey form. Eric the Simic.
Funded.
And so there was a tall, like almost wall, almost like twice the height of you, standing.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to punch him.
Okay.
Them. I don't know.
You can't tell their genders.
It. Oh.
They're not.
Wow.
Would you? No, Bless is gone.
Yeah.
Would you roll?
9.
9 misses.
Well, I'm gonna
So
try.
as you're gonna punch out, he kind of like moves his hand and almost like looks like it's gonna go up to swing at you.
Shoot. I'm gonna try again. Okay. That is a 23.
23 hits.
Yeah, good job, Eric.
My prince.
Go, Eric.
Were you a cheerleader?
Yeah.
E-R-I-C.
I'll try to stunning strike.
Okay.
Oh, don't fail this time.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah.
They fail so bad.
Good. Oh, well, 5.
5.
Yep.
5 damage.
And as my bonus action, I would like to put on my tiara.
Okay. And as you pull out
Yeah.
the frozen icy tiara and put it on your head, you feel that like familiar warmth almost go through your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a chill that like turns to warmth.
Yes.
Next up,
Just want to feel fancy.
these large hunched orangutan woman will walk forward a little bit. It will walk over to the side a little bit and actually walk around you. So 25 and walk around you and walk slow. It's almost like a slowly like feeble walk. And she's like, what a cute little trinket. I can't wait to get it for myself. And swing her club at you again.
Oh no.
Great.
You should have stunned her.
I'm picturing a snake, but I can see an orangutan.
So that one is,
No.
that's a 23 to hit.
I don't know.
That definitely hits.
And that is 6 damage. It's just a bludgeoning damage with her.
But doesn't she have to do...
You can
You can
When a
use your
creature attempts
reaction.
to hit me with a melee attack, I can cause sharp icicles to erupt around.
Do you want to
Yep.
do that?
You can use your reaction to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times can you do that?
Once per long rest.
Oh, that's the only time you can do it.
Yep.
Okay, do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
Yeah.
You have to
Good
do... You must succeed on a DC 14 Dex saving throw, or take 2d8 cold damage.
Not one.
Hey.
Ha!
So roll your damage.
Times 2.
No.
Yeah.
We'll do
2D.
We'll do it this time though.
Yeah, you roll your 2d8.
Okay.
You don't double it.
Times 2.
Oh no.
9.
Okay.
9. Okay. So as the icicles shoot out, you see like a permafrost almost like go through the deck, and you can see shards of wood within the ice as it shoots
Cool.
up.
Nice.
Splinters.
Yeah. Ah! As she streaks out.
Master Splinter.
Ah! All my characters have the same yell. Ah! Oh, you little brats! I'll get you this time. And all their canned lines. God damn it.
Yeah, all of her. She chooses one of 3 responses.
As it misses,
I'll get you.
Next time.
You and your dog.
but this time she will point. She'll miss, but as she swings around, she'll have like a devilish smile on her face and her rotted, almost brown monkey teeth, and you'll see the tip of her gnarled staff glow as like a cone of light blasts forward at you.
Oh no.
And you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no,
Yes.
it's cone.
It's like a big X,
You're
right?
dead.
What do I roll? A
Yeah, that
d20?
A d20,
Yes.
yeah. And then
You're
your
dead.
dexterity saving throw.
dead.
Which is a lot. It's the 7.
Oh. 23.
23, so you pass.
Nice.
So you take you take 7 radiant damage. As you feel the light almost like blast through you, and you look down and you have like a red sunburn.
I hadn't
along your
taken it
arms.
off yet. What damage did I take before I...
Oh, you took 5.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I never rolled the damage for that. Well, it was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 5. Okay.
Just one.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Fair. Okay.
Okay. So next up, the ones will kind of like you see Pippin. You see the two, and the slug is like on top of a corpse, like burning it. Yeah, it's
Magma
like
slug?
it's like putting it into its body. You can see like the charred remains underneath it. And you can see the two though start making their way towards you.
In through the wind.
Yeah, and they have just enough movement to make it there.
It's
Oh,
time to
no.
die.
As they both pull out twin scimitars and slash at you.
Are they both attacking at the same time?
Yeah. So the first one will be a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, sorry, 17 to hit.
That hits.
So that is going to be 6 damage.
Oh.
The second swipe is going to be a 16 to hit.
Oh, that hits 2.
That's going to be 3 more damage.
What was the total?
9.
9 so far.
9.
And this is the second one's attacks. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that is another 5 slashing damage.
Oh, 14.
And then you're watching this happen, and this one is a 11 to hit.
That misses.
That misses.
Yes.
So you're gonna like cut to threads by like these quick moving scimitars that are managing to cut through the rough winds.
I
around
maintain
you.
concentration.
Oh, good. Okay.
Poor little guy.
Oh yeah, on your flaming sphere.
Oh, so like, what do I'm all slashed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So next up is Gray.
All
So
right.
Gray, you are surrounded.
I am irritated that this crow found the one spot on my armor that I didn't protect enough.
The one hole that had worn through.
I'm gonna vow vengeance.
Ah, okay.
And I'm just mad, and her shadows go darker and heavier, and she doesn't move as good for the defense, and I'm just going overhead cleave
Okay.
with the glaive.
Yeah, as you can see, the shadows like meld into its feathers, and you can almost like not even see the distinction from feather to feather, and its eyes almost disappear onto its face.
Is this going to be a straight roll or no?
It is going to be a straight roll because it did in fact
14?
disengage. Not disengage, it dodge. What?
14?
14. 14. Ooh, 14 misses as it manages to like, quickly swipe out of the way.
Another one's coming.
Okay.
14?
14 misses.
Another one.
And you'll and it'll open its beak, and a little kid's canned laughter will laugh out at you.
I am going to... I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm not bonus action, and I'm going
You already
to...
bonus action.
For the vow, yeah, you're right. I'm going to accept it.
Good choice.
And I'm just going to sit there with a big, tired frown on my face.
He is not happy about it though, mister.
Yeah. So next is
Just
another
not
round.
accept it.
Another round of the large Loxogith kind of pirates. And the first one will attack Eerie over here. And it misses with an 8.
Okay.
I don't know why all of my attacks hit Pippin and I can't hit anyone else.
Because you hate me.
And next is Gray.
Yeah.
The first one is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yep.
The second one is a 21 to
They're just
hit.
all 20s.
Okay.
So you're going to take 5 damage from the first club that hits you right over top of the head. And you're going to take another 6 from a dagger in your back.
Perfect.
Perfect. Next, this guy over here first will attempt to get back on the ship.
Oh yeah.
He's been
And
there the
he's
whole time.
pulled himself up, and he's like half on now. But not fully up yet.
Oh,
Why did no one
no.
go step on his
But he's kind of like, he's like prone on the ship,
I
and
was
that's his
trying to
whole
burn
turn.
them all to death.
Next
I
up,
missed that
from
one.
behind you, Knack, you feel like a you feel like almost a tension as you feel like a wind current change, and you step to the side as like a big axe swipes right beside where your head was as the attack misses.
From beside me?
Yeah, because it's this guy.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, because your back is turned to
I
him.
get it, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like, whoosh,
Yeah.
and you just managed to step aside.
yeah.
So next up is Bree.
Always.
And Bree, you see this orangutan woman, and you saw a huge, like, almost like a brilliant flash of sunlight. And you can see, like, a visibly, like a slightly peeled red skin on her face and arms.
Gotta put
But it's like
sunscreen
weird,
on.
like monkey skin that's peeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is she in?
She's 5 feet away
Range.
from you right now, but
So
you can step
if I
forward.
reached out, could I touch her?
You would have to take a step forward.
Okay, I'll take a step forward and touch her.
Okay.
And can she make a wisdom saving throw?
She
Can
can.
she fail it?
We'll see. 14?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She fails it.
And what happened?
I'm cursing her.
Oh,
This
okay.
curse is so good. I love
I am
it.
cursing
Curses.
her.
I
These
love
Ooh,
it.
meddling
what
kids.
curse should I
Yeah.
choose?
You can make one up too.
Can you? I
Yeah.
think I would have to run that past Robert first. I will.
We can think of some canned ones for you later.
Yeah.
That are very
I
brief.
will. I will do where she has to roll wisdom
Okay.
at the beginning of each of her turns, and if she fails, then she can't do anything.
I get all?
Yeah, then
What?
she misses her action for her turn.
Wow. Just
Nice.
action or bonus? Or all actions?
It just says it wastes its action, so not the bonus. Then I
Okay.
would assume.
Okay, sounds good.
And then as a bonus action, I am going to. Sorry, I just have to pull it.
It's the same thing
up.
that we did that she did to the big bird, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
that's
same
cool.
curse.
Oh, big bird.
Same thing.
Oh, big
Oh, big bird. That's all I can imagine now that
Rest
you guys
in
were
peace.
That
friends.
was a lot of
And
unconsciousness.
then I'm gonna take a gold coin out of my coin
Okay.
purse, and I am going to fling it at her.
It would be with disadvantage because you're within. It's a ranged attack.
What to do?
Well, considering how bad my
Who just kicked this? I will kill you.
You already are.
It would be Reno or Nick.
Yeah, to be fair, if it was Reno, I'm killing Grace so bad.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly,
Alright.
Erie's not doing well.
maybe I won't do that then because she's so close.
That's okay.
I'll
Yeah.
just I already have my dagger in my hand from
Wait, what is
before,
yours?
so I'll just try
Yeah.
stabbing her.
You can't bonus action attack.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So you're done.
You can bardic inspiration.
Inspire.
So that is a bonus action.
Inspiring.
But you don't have to.
Well, why not? I'll inspire Erie because she's the only one near me.
Yeah. So what do you do?
So yeah, just gonna
That's a cool.
constantly playing my music. People don't understand why, but here I am. I'm gonna just kind of blow a really soft tune into my harmonica, and it's going to almost have like a color come out of it that's gonna
Ooh.
like spiral around Yuri, and she's gonna feel inspired.
What color?
It's like
Rainbow.
blue, like a
Hello.
nice,
Oh.
pretty blue.
A nice soft blue, almost the
I've
color of
never-
your crown.
I've never been-
These are the inspiration scissors.
Oh great!
Oh.
I've never been inspired
Do you
before.
feel
What do I
inspired
get?
now?
Yes. Cut them
D6 that can go towards
Attack
your
rolls.
attack
And
rolls?
saving throws.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
Like,
believe-
it's stuff that
Towards
you're
my damage?
rolling.
When you
Or
use
towards
that,
my-
can you does that activate your glamour stuff?
Oh, does that what?
I don't know how your class works.
Then
Does that work? Say that again.
Does it use that doesn't activate your glamour bird stuff, does it? Like,
Mm-mm.
no, okay, that's
No.
a different action.
Yeah,
yeah, you can
that's
use
different.
your inspiration rolls to do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So
And
I
then
get
I
a
should
D6
knows.
towards attacks?
I was asking. Yeah,
Nice.
or attack
Saving
rolls
throws.
or saving throws.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're rolling,
if someone's
And I
like,
can choose after I've seen like what I roll if I want to use it. or
But
not, or
before
do
I
have to
tell
use-
you, yeah, before I tell you if it succeeds or fails.
so you roll
So-
a 10.
And then I
Before
decide.
Robert tells you if you pass or fail,
I decide.
you can
You can
decide
use
if
it.
you
Yeah.
have it.
Okay. Got
So
it.
I would say this will be a table roll. Before you read the thing aloud, you have to say if you're using the inspiration or not. You can read it and do your math in your head, but you have to before you tell me the
the number out
outcome.
loud.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is for everyone.
Just so that we don't see a
Mhm.
reaction from you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so, exactly. So
That's
next,
fair.
what was
So-
that?
Flaming Storm.
yeah, Blue. He's gonna he's gonna land on the ship with a huge thud, and you guys will almost feel this like shudder through the ship, like a doom, as this huge, and as it like As he stands, you can see he's like 12 feet tall. An absolute hulking, barrel-chested, burly rhinoceros man.
Daddy.
Oh my god. As he steps forward and walks directly through the flaming sphere.
Oh no! So I can roll my damage?
Yep, you can roll
Oh,
damage.
he has to make a saving throw.
What am I?
Dexterity.
10.
You fail. Okay.
Yeah.
10. Oh no, it's 11 fire damage. He just walks right through my magma slug.
And as he walks through, it doesn't even like phase, he doesn't even like wince. He just walks straight through.
Oh, no.
He'll step into the middle. And he'll look around. An interesting bunch here. Haven't seen much like you around. I'll get quite good loot for the three of you, won't I? As he draws from his waist a large crystalline-looking club with almost like multicolored crystals, almost like instead of like nails or spikes coming at the end, almost like looking like a spiked mace.
Cool.
As he swings it over his head and directs it first towards Gray. I rolled a dice.
Poor Gray.
First towards Gray.
Savage.
Did it hit?
And Gray, you have to first make... Oh no, I must first make a roll, sorry. 25 to hit. You must make a dexterity saving throw.
Easy.
Oh! Love it, good time to hit
everybody
it.
listening for your ears.
Yes.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's very good because I have 0 dex.
So you will take...
Easy.
First you will take 9... 9, I'll say slashing damage. As you guys see the mace swing above, you see a spectral green cord whip out of it and hit and slash Gray and hit him right across the edge, leaving a green streak.
Oh no.
I can take this.
And you, Gray, will feel it sizzle and pop as it hits your arm.
Ouch.
And you will take 4 poison damage
I follow.
as it whips across you. Before next.
Did you hear what he said, by the way?
I'm unconscious.
He's unconscious.
Are you actually?
Yes.
Oh no, I did not hear that.
Yeah.
That's
I was
great
like, I
falls.
didn't see the reaction.
No, I didn't hear it at all. I didn't realize you were taking that much damage. I guess you've been surrounded the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
So as the whip hits you and it slashes across your shoulder, up your neck and towards your face, the green bubbling poison will leach in and almost like have the veins as you collapse to the vest.
Oh no.
So next, Lonan.
I'm just taking
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that guy off the edge or is he on just
He's
crawling
on
up?
the deck.
Oh, he's on the deck.
He
now?
has glided down and walked into the middle of the deck. You guys literally formed a perfect triangle. Then he's standing in the middle of it, like whipping around and hitting you guys.
Okay. So is he? Can he see me?
Yeah, he saw
definitely
you. He came down all the way down the court from the ship, and he saw you fly down and like shoot your arrows and blow the guy up.
Is he facing towards me right now? or
No, his back is to you, but he's still hitting you with the web.
He's still, so he's just like twirling this web like. In the
Yeah,
air.
and it is going to be a
He's hitting me well.
it might not hit you. 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That hits. So as it hits you, you have to make a dexterity saving throw. As you first take 6 slashing damage as a orange cord slashes against
So
you.
he just keeps hitting and hitting and hitting. Well, anyways, it's dexterity. It's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
16. As the cord, as it slashes against you, it hits right on your wrist and wraps around you,
Oh, he's gonna pull you.
binding against you. And if you feel yourself get tugged forward, but you're still stationary. As you take,
Can I react with like?
No.
No, right.
as you take 9 acid damage,
What the heck?
as the similar acidic burn of like Tenaculum's spit or Pippinax on hitting you, because it happens all the time, burns into your wrist, and you can see the flesh kind of melting away slowly.
Okay.
So next up is Lonin. So I guess you can react to it because it's your turn
Yeah, it
now.
was my turn.
Yeah.
So I was
Now
gonna
it's
say.
your turn.
I was
Now
gonna-
it's your turn. It was his turn.
But anyways, I was gonna react while he did it to like chop the, or like cut the.
That can be your action.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aw, no. You don't get a free action.
right. Is it still wrapped around my hand right now?
It is maintained being wrapped around your wrist.
Can I try to like can I try to pull it away? Like how long is this whip? Like is it?
It is connected. You can see you can see the whip, and it's almost like spectral. When it's around your wrist, it is like very very real.
So he has like a mace or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And nothing is attached to the mace. It's just like
You
like,
can see now from one of the orange crystals. You can see a small thread that almost disappears into nothing, but in the direction towards you, and then it reappears around your wrist.
So yeah, it's just imaginary. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I will try to shoot him with an arrow. Is
Okay.
it possible while he has it around my wrist?
Yes, it is difficult, but you can manage.
And I'm going to use the acid arrow that Pippin gave me.
Not the acid. The wyvern
Poison.
venom.
The wyvern venom. Sorry.
Okay, so roll ahead.
Oh come on.
Oh, wasted my arrow.
That was sad.
10.
10 misses. As if it flies wide. You can feel as you're shooting, the place where your hand is like wrapped around with this whip, it kind of pulls last second and causes you to miss.
All right, I'll do another one.
Okay.
I'll use the last one that I have.
The other wyvern arrow.
Yep. I have no choice because I gotta say it before I attack, right? I can't be like I can't.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to say which one you're using.
Okay, that
That's
one
better.
definitely hit. That one is 24.
24 hits,
So
and then you have
I'll
wyvern
find
poison.
it. I'll
So
find it.
so 5 piercing.
5 piercing, as well as the arrow. It doesn't really pierce through. It kind of just nicks right under his eye, but you can see this immediate discoloration on his face.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You pass, but you take half the damage. Roll 7d6s.
Come on, dude. This could have been so good.
It
I
could have
know.
been disgusting, but I passed.
You
Blue
want
Bolt's been rolling
No,
like
here,
one?
nuts.
Why don't we
No, no,
each-
no,
Nuts.
you-
He's been rolling crazy well. Like,
So roll that and then 3 more.
Okay, so 15 so far. So that is plus 12, so 15 plus 12.
27?
So 27, yeah.
Nice.
So half
Okay.
of that.
And you can see him, like, his eyes narrow, and he kind of just turns his head up towards you, but with no other reaction.
And I'm going to take my action surge.
Ooh. Action surge.
Barbed arrow.
Okay.
Is this one wrapped around my
You
vines?
have to tell me.
I'm
So-
going to try to wrap this around my vines, and I'm going to reverse, because he has me grappled, and I'm going to try to put this right through his like chest, and it's going to be grappled or on with my thing. If it's possible.
Okay, okay.
He's gonna
That's
lose.
not quite how it works, but you
I'm
can
gonna
do
lose.
it.
Can you
Yeah,
do it
yeah.
with the grappler?
Yeah,
Are you
he
trying to
just
do it?
he just described
I
it.
didn't understand.
I don't
the
understand
description.
He's
either.
gonna the viney tendril that is connects to his quiver. He's gonna shoot the arrow, the barbed arrow. And he's gonna attempt to shoot it through his chest or part of his body, and have it so that the tendril is connecting him, just like the whip is connecting to
His
Well,
magic.
we keep it inside the guy's body.
the barbed arrow he's shooting.
It's a barbed arrow.
Oh,
He doesn't like when you take a barbed arrow out. I'm pretty sure it does damage to you.
gotcha.
So he's connecting a magic vine to the end of his arrow.
Gotcha.
Oh,
it was so close on that 20.
It was actually so close.
Well, what is it
16.
though? 16? Oh, he misses. The arrow flies wide, and it tumbles to the ground. But the vine is still connected to it.
The vine is connected to it. All right.
You have another attack.
All right.
Yep.
If I do my action surge and this attack, do I still get a bonus
Yes.
action? Okay.
Because you haven't used
I have
one
one
yet.
more. Oh, that one.
Oh! It just flies wide. Wait. Yep, it just flies wide. No one's close
Yeah.
enough.
Luckily.
Luckily.
It hits my body.
You're lucky, Pippin.
Lifeless body.
And I will do. And I will do second wind for my bonus.
Okay, so you can heal. Did you even take... Oh, yeah, you did. I was like, did you even take damage?
Yeah.
You just took
I
a
gained
ton of
12, so...
Okay. So next up is Knack. And you see this whip going around, but you can't quite see Gray. But you did hear a second thump.
You can feel him though.
Yeah.
You're like, oh no.
A second thump.
You
I
just
don't
say-
think it's fair to say that I know what that is.
Nine,
So.
nine.
It was a gray sounding thump.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
so
very great.
I will. Is this okay? Cool. I will bonus action move my anvil to Bluebell.
So it's actually right here, so it can go right... So
Bluebell.
how much does it move?
20 feet. Bluebell.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Yeah,
Blue
okay.
bolt.
Blue bolt. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
blue ball.
Blue ball.
The pirate.
Okay.
Disadvantage for Ben. I'll go for you now.
That is 22.
22 hits.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow. I've never seen Sacred Weapon do this much.
That's true. Yeah.
Ooh, and
Except for once.
that's 13 damage.
13 damage. Wow.
Good.
As it smashes against the back of his head, and he kind of just staggers slightly before like looking up and like looking around behind you.
And as he looks toward me, I'm going to reach into like my pocket on the front of my
Like
apron.
13 damage? Sorry.
13 damage, yeah. And I'm gonna grab some pocket soot. And I'm gonna throw it at his face. And I'm gonna cast blindness deafness.
Okay, so what am I rolling?
Pocket set.
This is like Knack's new thing.
Yeah.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Constitution.
8.
Oh, you fail.
I fail, so I am
So you are
blinded.
blind, yes.
Wow. And you can see, what does it look like when it hits him?
Black soot.
Yeah, it hits him in the face, and then he's got these black sooty clouds.
So
around
It's
him.
almost-
like
And
Mario
as he shakes his
Kart
head, the
on
clouds
the
just
ink.
kind of stay on his
Oh,
eyes.
it's a cloud. So
Yeah.
almost like this like toiling, like
Yeah.
smoky cloud is like
Yeah.
hovering in front of his eyes.
That's cool.
That's cooler than what I was thinking.
Way cooler.
Okay. So next up is Pippin.
Okay,
Do something cool.
I'm about to. I'm going to direct. I'm going to be like, come on over here to my little lava slug,
Yeah.
and I'm going to have it like move.
I'm pretty
through.
sure it can only move in a line. I'm like 90% certain it can only move in a straight line.
Saber,
No. As a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If the sphere is rammed in through a creature, the creature must make a saving throw.
Okay, yes, you're right.
Rammed.
So that 10%. Okay, I'm gonna move it through the 3 of them
Okay.
again. So they all need to make.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll be behind this guy.
So they all need to make. I actually wanted to do it so it ends here. Like I want to do it the other way.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It can only go here.
Okay, then never mind. The way it was.
Okay.
So they all need to make Constitution or Dexterity saving throws.
First one is like a 22.
Pass.
Second one is a 19.
Pass.
Oh no.
Last one is a nat 20.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
Nice.
That. Well, at least I rolled well. 15. Half of 15.
Is that plus your 5?
So I add my 5 to one roll.
Yep.
So that was my roll.
No, you roll individually for each one. We're just rolling one. That's how it works.
So
Yeah.
then why aren't we doing that?
Then you can roll individual if you want for each one.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
giving- I'm
so
just
then
letting
they
you-
each take. So one will take half of 15, and the rest
So-
of them will take 5.
Wait, what?
I add it to one roll, right?
Yeah,
One of
so
them
what
takes-
did you roll?
10.
10, so they take 5, and then the one takes 5. Oh, wait, yeah, half of 15,
Yeah.
and the other take... Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So which one?
The first one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes 8 damage as it falls to the ground.
Yay! What about the other ones?
1 second, I have to do math. Okay.
Fire slug. Attack.
As the other one burns through, and they do... How much does it do?
5.
Total or half of 5?
5 total. It did 10.
Okay. As it slugs through the other ones, no one else falls, but they look incredibly, like, burnt and crisp.
Okay. I'll move the slug back one so it's on top of that one guy.
So it's right there.
Yeah.
We'll just remember it's there.
And then I'm gonna run over to Knack.
Okay. Ah! So you are beside this guy, so he gets an attack of opportunity against you.
I will use my action to disengage.
Was that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you disengage and you're like, ah!
Knack, Gray's hurt.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
There's a guy right behind you. That's my turn.
I know.
So as Lonan and to a lesser extent Bree, you'll be able to see this. You will see the small croned head of the Kenku man look up and turn around, and once again opens his mouth and boom, blue bolt. What the hell? And it'll run over to blue bolt. And what now? What now?
What did he say?
What now?
What now?
What now?
Okay.
And they will hold their action. Next up,
Is it like a Godzilla thing where they combine? Yeah. He's just like.
It's gonna be
pushes
like those
something
Transformers.
down.
Wait, what does Godzilla combine with?
And then Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, Power
So
That's
Wars.
exactly what I pictured.
This
when you
one-
said it.
this one will first attack Bree. We're gonna try to punch him. And this one will actually land, dealing 1 damage.
Hey.
1 damage.
Yeah.
That's the first one I've taken.
Yeah.
Lucky. Gray's
As the
dog.
second one that's near Gray will look around and 20, 25, 30 and run in between Blue Bolt and Lonan. So there's a large, huge elephant man standing in between you.
Do I notice that there's like a huge ball thing there behind him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. You see the giant floating anvil that just smacked him in the head.
And
Yeah.
do we happen to notice where the giant ball of spikes are?
Giant
You don't know where it is.
Okay.
balls.
You haven't seen it. So next up is Eric.
Bomb,
Eric.
Oh, me.
Yeah, sorry, I should say
I'm like-
Erie.
Eric, you're up.
It's me. I am going to punch.
Okay, which one?
To explain the one that's which one's
This is the large orangutan woman, and this is an even bigger rhinoceros man.
excellent choice. Rhinoceros man.
Rhinoceros man, okay.
Wait, I have inspiration.
Oh, you're gonna use it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Good job. That's just how you do it.
15.
15 hits.
Oh,
Hey.
exactly
It
what I
worked.
needed.
think-
Do I only get inspiration for one?
Yeah, inspiration's gone. Give me the inspiration
This
scissors.
is exactly right.
The inspiration scissors.
But they work their purpose.
Don't run with this.
Yeah, vigilance the horse says.
Come
Don't
on.
run with inspiration.
Safety first.
Hand her the inspiration scissors.
When I'm unconscious.
9.
don't stay
Okay, as
away.
you do a solid punch.
Yeah. That was really good.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna basically just be like boom, boom.
Yeah. Dun, 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 and do
Yeah.
just 3 in a row.
Not 20.
Oh! Okay, do the damage for that one first.
Do I do special damage when I get nat 20?
You rolled
Double
You double
dice.
damage. No. You don't do special damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Double
that one
dice.
jumped right
Oh,
up.
Double
that's-
dice.
that lands.
10.
No,
10?
One
you
more
roll the dice
d6.
twice, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said I don't.
No, no, sorry.
wow.
I thought you meant, did you have an item
Oh,
that did that? I
wow.
was like, no, other
No.
people.
That
Oh.
is maximum damage.
20.
20
I rolled
damage?
2 6s plus 4, so
16.
10 and 10.
So 16.
No.
Yeah,
No, you
because
only
you don't add the
You
4
don't add
again.
the four
Oh.
twice.
Oh, you only
16
double the dice.
still-
Yeah.
One hit
16
roll
is still max
16.
damage. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, not as good. But
I mean, like.
I'll have another roll.
Okay, and then I'll punch again.
I rolled
No.
2, so
A little bit less than 20.
No.
I got really cocky after that.
Yeah,
one.
as you punch one, and you can see him reeling, and as it opens his mouth, and just blood pours out, but it's still standing.
Oh, wow. Big strong.
So that was my 3 2 attacks and my bonus attack.
Okay. As the orangutan woman will go doom doom and hit first Bree and then Eerie with her staff because she's in
okay.
between the two of
So
you.
she has to roll wisdom first.
Oh, you're right, she does.
smart.
Curse, right?
That's my
Curse.
first.
15?
She failed.
Oh, so she goes to do it
So she
and she
failed.
freezes and she kind of just snarls And you know that really scary thing that like
Yes.
apes do with their teeth? She totally does that, and it's terrifying. When she peels her
Exactly.
lips
And
back,
I
and she kind of just like screams
I
at
do
you. Do you also peel your lips something like that? Yeah.
You can do that. You're a monkey right now.
Oh, I was very offended for a second.
Yeah, Rachel, peel your lips.
You can do that. Okay, next up is. Oh, also, Knack, as Pippin runs towards you, he's like, ah! You feel like a huge gust of wind, almost like you're in the center of a tornado, billowing around you.
Oh yeah, oops.
Yeah. So, this guy will use his action to assist him, and he is now up on the deck.
A nice guy.
And next up is Gray. So you have to make your death saving throw.
Anything above a 10.
That's
Natural
a
one.
That's 2.
That's two. Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's two.
right.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh,
I thought you said it was a 2.
No,
I
I
was
was
like,
thinking, yeah.
Oh,
That's
great.
Oh, great.
On the
This
verge
is the
of
second time this has happened.
If someone hits you, you're dead.
yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I know.
So
Great.
What I
next
can do.
up is
Gray might die.
It'll be like the bags of holes
the
and all over.
two on either side of Gray and the one beside Eerie. But they will turn, and you will hear them say, Lonan especially, everybody else is a bit too far, especially because of the blowing winds that are causing, like, hard of hearing. You'll hear, Boss, what are we up to? What are we doing with these folk? They've already knocked out half of us. And there'll be pause. And you can see Bluebane, like, shifting his head. And you can see
Bolt.
the same plane.
Yeah.
Blue Bolt, oh god.
Yeah.
You see Lonan deciding whether or not to kill you.
Oh wow, Blue Bane and Blue Bolt, are you
No.
guys rivals?
You see Blue Bolt shifting his head and turning. Keep him alive
Which one?
for now. He'll fetch me something good, I'm sure. And they will instead rush into opposite directions. So this one will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, difficult terrain.
So there.
Yep.
You're lucky it can't hit you now. So
Right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm going to attack Eerie with the other one. And it's going to be a 15 to hit, which misses. So next up is the one that just stood up and the one over here. And it's going to glare at you. This large elephant man is going to glare at you, lay down, kind of like storm forward through the difficult terrain and like ram you with its tusks.
Gee.
Tusk Lord.
19 to hit.
That hits.
5 piercing damage as the tusk pierces right into your side. And the other one will swing with its axe behind you, the large hippopotamus man.
Behind me?
No, behind Knack. And it
Oh, you
misses.
just said you.
Eat up.
I pointed at Knack and said you.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I could tell.
You gotta describe it for the friends.
Yeah, well. So next up is the top of the round with Bree.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I guess we'll watch your opponent.
Wait a minute.
What is reliable?
Wheel. It's too bad Eerie's.
Oh wait, did you make a concentration check when you took your 1 damage?
Make
Make a concentration check.
You might lose your curse.
Well,
What'd you roll?
what is that check? Is it just the
It's
flat?
just a D20, yeah.
Yeah, I failed.
Did you fail? We'll say the curse still lasted for her turn, but it's dropped now.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I called it late, so that's fine.
It's- that's it.
Yeah. I just want to leave. So bad. You can't. Because I'm in such a bad spot.
You are. You can disengage.
No, because 2 of them would get attack of opportunity.
Not if you
After-
disengage.
Oh,
Use your action too.
I get hit at all.
They missed.
Could I
Yes.
bonus action pick up the bucket?
Yes.
Yeah, why are we on this side? That's what she called.
We're not on the
Yeah.
ship.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, and then you have your action still.
I'm going to disengage.
Disengage. Okay, where do you want to go?
I'm gonna run towards. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go that way.
So you're gonna squeeze by here, 5,
Mhm.
10, and then just like around the
Yeah.
side. 15, 20, 25, 30. This is as far as you can get. There's still a big guy right here,
That's
though.
okay.
Okay. Alright. Next up, do I have to make any rolls at the beginning of my turn for blindness?
It's at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn.
Yes.
Okay. So, Blue Bane, I keep saying Blue Bane because of you. Blue Bolt will target Blue Bane,
Alright.
and you'll see his ears like twitch, and you'll see his nostrils expand and sniff the air for a moment.
How does he know where you are?
While he's attacking me,
Smells,
can I pull on the rope to like disrupt his attack?
You can't do anything.
You
on
can't
his
do
side.
anything.
okay,
Yeah, you
sure.
can't do stuff like that.
No problem.
So
No problem.
Ask every time though.
I will.
the first attack misses. The first whip misses.
It might change. You don't know.
Yeah.
The second one is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
No, that misses.
Mhm.
Okay, then you are good. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Make your check, Rob.
Next. Check. Yes. What kind of check?
It's Constitution again.
7.
There you go.
Okay. So next up is Lonan.
Okay, so flying wise, how far can I move? Can I
10
fly?
feet.
That's it while I'm flying?
Yes.
Who invented that?
I told you.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I invented it, and it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You just see
that's
Gray
great.
like bleeding out on the deck.
I'm going to move towards Gray, but staying outside the ship though.
So if you move, this guy's within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
So you can move like 5, 10, but he'll still be within being able to hit you.
Even if I'm like outside the ship though?
So if you move this way
Yeah.
and this way, then he's gonna get an attack of opportunity against you.
You're in the air, but you're like beside him.
Yeah, you have not moved far enough away.
Okay. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So move me diagonally so I can be closer to Gray though.
Okay, diagonal. So you're right here.
Yes.
So if you move here and then here,
Yes.
that's as close. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Alright, not bad. Alright,
Shoot your healing arrow.
yeah. right into Gray's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Set me
You're
free.
healed, buddy.
You kill. Set me free.
I will try to shoot 2 arrows, I guess. I'll go
Okay.
for
At who?
I'll go for the big guy.
Okay. Blue bolt.
Let's do it. Actually, you know what? How small is the guy in front of me?
Like 8 feet tall.
Alright.
Yeah, the size of these does not
Not
indicate the
small.
size of them.
No.
I just don't have figurines to show the size.
I'll go for like this guy here, the little blue guy there. Was he previously? He was previously hit quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
You've
I'm
seen
going
all
to-
of them get hit.
He's like melted.
I'm going to try to hit him.
Okay.
So 18.
18 hits.
And that is 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. Okay. As the arrow pierces and hits right into his shoulder.
Yeah. He's okay? Is
Yep.
he still standing?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to shoot another one at him, I guess.
Okay.
Just like-
Are you crazy?
And that is 15.
He's scared.
I know.
15.
No one's helping him. 15 hits.
Nobody.
I don't have any way to help.
And that is 5 piercing.
5 piercing damage. Okay. So as the other arrow shink right into like his neck. And he's still standing.
Oh.
And Bree, as you were running forward, you can see Gray bleeding out on the deck at this point. Next up is Mac.
I think I have a
Okay.
Okay, then what are you doing with your bonus action? You gotta tell me that you're doing stuff.
Well, I wasn't. You just.
You didn't say anything.
What you doing?
One second. He
Oh,
wants
sorry.
to do a bonus action.
Okay, I'm good.
Oh my
Sorry, Wes. Go ahead.
So I should be able to move diagonally to behind Pippin, right? I will take an attack of opportunity.
So, you can't like squeeze. There's a wall here.
I can't. So that space is not occupiable.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
that spot.
He said directly in front of Mac.
Just roll under my legs. Pick
Okay.
me up and do a little spin. And set me
So
down.
I will I gonna have enough movement. I can get behind the one that is to Pippin's
Yeah.
right.
So
So-
5, 10, 15 to get
Yeah.
her there. So attack of opportunity first.
Yeah.
Is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
So you're going to take 8 slashing damage from the axe as it hits into your shoulder as you run away. Good thing,
Okay.
good thing, good thing.
Good thing.
Good thing, good thing, good thing, good thing.
Ding-ding-ding.
And then I will cast. What is it? Healing word. Yes, I'll cast healing word because I should be able to see.
What's the range?
60 feet.
You're good.
Yeah, so I'll cast healing word on Gray.
Okay.
No.
Can you just roll a d20 for me?
What is the word that
course.
heals him?
Yeah.
Say it.
Vigilance.
What was it?
Vigilance.
16.
Oh, you were fine. Okay, you were fine.
Got lucky on that one.
Alright. Oh, nice. That'll be 9 health.
9? Ooh. Okay, you wake up, blood surrounding you on the deck. And you feel like almost like ill from the poison running through your veins.
And then.
Oh, and you have a level of exhaustion because you woke up.
Oh no. Guys, this isn't looking good at all.
No.
We'll be fine.
No.
It's really not.
Let's
probably
all
not
just
okay, but-
jump off the edge.
Yeah.
This is a bad thing.
Sabuku.
Sabuku.
Bonus action,
Sudoku.
I will just.
Healing word is the bonus action.
Let's all commit Sudoku.
It is.
Yeah, so you have an action.
I don't take one. Well, in that case, it's too late now. I don't take one.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, I would have used it to disengage, but I misread my spell, so that's my fault.
So next up is Pippin.
Okay, I'm going to direct the lava slug through those two.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun.
That's not the lava slug.
Nope.
The
You're
pink
right.
one. Through those two.
With this one
And the other green one.
this one?
Yeah.
25. And then end here? 30?
I'll end it on top of him.
Okay.
And so, dexterity saving throw?
That one for the blue one.
No.
And like 4 for the other one.
Nice.
So both full damage. Which one do you want to do full damage? With the extra 5 too.
I'll do the extra 5 to the green one.
Okay.
So the blue one takes 3 fire damage.
Okay. Wow. And then the other one takes 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Then as you hit the other one. Sorry, my brain's not working.
That's okay, take your time.
I can't do math. 8 damage is how much it's taking? So, okay, there we go. Woo! Okay, it burns up to a crisp.
Oh my gosh! The blue one's still alive?
Yeah.
Does it smell good?
How's the blue
You're
one?
not in wolf form. The other one is like arrows like jabbed through its body. It has like
It
massive
smells good.
3rd-degree burns, like all blackened, but it's still standing.
Okay, I'm going to throw an acid vial at that one as my action.
Okay.
And there is a 14.
14 hits.
Nice.
Nice job.
Ooh.
And there is 10 acid
10
damage.
acid damage as it sizzles.
That's what the bottle sounds like when it hits them.
It's just,
I was giving more effect.
Thank you.
No problem.
as it burns up. As the acid hits it in the face and melts away, revealing its strange cyclops-like skull as it collapses to the ground.
Is it like the Wicked Witch of the West? Is he like?
I'm melted.
No, he doesn't react.
Oh,
I
damn
told
it.
you what happens.
That's what I wanted to happen.
Well, I already told you.
Okay, and I end my turn.
Nice.
So next up, Sweeper will turn and look and see and look around. And I'm gonna roll perception to see if he notices that Gray's up.
Is Gray even okay?
Gray is conscious, is what I mean. He does not notice.
Nice.
So he's gonna turn and kind of like Naruto run over to Nat.
Look,
I guess it's my turn.
is that the Kenku?
Yes.
Oh no.
What's his
creep-
name? Fern?
Fern, yeah, that's what I heard.
The first sweep.
Burn.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you're gonna take 6 12 slashing damage.
Not too bad.
Yeah, no big deal.
And then a second swipe is going to be a like 12 to hit, which I think misses.
That misses, yeah.
Okay, and it'll like duck back into like a defensive position once again.
Cool.
Next
Saber
Up.
is not defensive.
is these guys, and this guy is going to run over and take a swing with his fist. No, this one doesn't have a fist. That one has its fist. It's going to take a swing with its sword at you, Lonan.
You're supposed to fly out of their reach. That was the idea.
But I was trying to, but I couldn't.
You could. You just keep saying you want to be close to the ship.
You flew 10 feet towards ground.
And it misses. So next up, this one will take one
Why did
step
she use the
towards
potion?
Eerie and try to punch Eerie with its fist.
Oh no.
And it misses. Next up is Eerie.
Great.
And there's just a whole bunch around you.
Yeah. Okay. She's gonna go again for the rhino that just won't die.
Okay.
And she's going to. Question.
Okay.
If Eerie were to this is just hypothetically, swing a wide like this, could I hit all three?
No.
Dang.
That's a
You could do
different.
3 separate attacks.
Yeah, you could say like you could
I hate
flavor it
this
like
one.
that and then ding ding ding. Yeah.
Okay, I want to try that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do. Where do you want to start? This guy or
Yeah. Clockwise or counterclockwise swing?
Counterclockwise. So
So
I want
you'll
to
hit
Okay,
the
so start with the orangutan and on the big guy.
Yes. Okay, do not hit the first one.
Okay, so she like ducks back and kind of knocks your quarterstaff. And you're double handing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what you should.
Next one is 16.
16 hits.
Okay.
So that guy.
Does it change when I'm double handing it to?
Yeah, D8.
Oh, so. Ooh. 11 damage.
11. Wow. Okay. As you hit him in, and it, like you can hear like a as it breaks his jaw, and he falls to the ground dead.
Yay!
Nice.
And then the last one is a 23.
23 hits.
And that one is 10.
10 damage. Okay. And you kind of hit him in his gut. Oh,
Yeah.
he's still okay.
So that's all 3 of mine.
Yeah, that's all 3 of your attacks.
Good
Because
job.
next up, the orangutan will once again raise her staff and ding ding at you. First one is a 14 to hit, which misses.
Misses.
Just confirm that. Yep. The next one is a 15 to hit, which also misses. What? And she's kind of just like scowling again at you.
Can't get it.
Blast!
You're just ducking
Yeah.
and weaving. And
Yeah.
Next up is Gray.
Alright. I'm gonna stay laid down right now. And
choice,
I'm
good
just
choice.
going to put my hand up. Full 25 points into me.
Okay.
So, nice lay on hands.
Is that all of it?
Yeah.
You should save some for us.
way.
Metagaming,
No way.
wow.
I'm the one on the ground.
Wow.
He almost died.
Yeah, like really close.
Push you over the edge.
I'm a flying potion.
So you're just laying on the ground, and you pump the magic into you, and you can see the shadows darken around on the ground and kind of suck into you all at once.
And, as a bonus action, I'm really not going to be able to do too much. So I'm going to, I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. And then I think I'm going to move down towards Brie.
15. Okay, there we go.
Meet me halfway.
Next.
Oh, bonus action, I'll
You already. Oh, wait, oh, yes.
summon my weapon.
Yes, because it had disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is these guys.
Get away.
And they were very focused on Eerie, so they didn't notice any of this happening. So they're just going to run towards Eerie and both attack her.
I disapprove.
First one misses. Second one is a 20.
That hits.
And so that is going to be 8 bludgeoning damage as a club bashes into the back of your head.
Okay.
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 Next up is the 2 surrounding Pippin.
Jeez.
Oh
And they will attack Pippin from either side.
no. What?
Because they're on either side of you. And you're like burning them alive. This one is the one that you pushed off the edge. There's like a vendetta against you.
We should have ran. Guys.
Knack left me for dead.
Okay, oof. 22
That hit.
and 7. So the first one hits and deals 9. I think that's piercing damage.
Okay.
Yep. And as you get jabbed. Oh no, slashing damage because it's the axe. Slashing damage is the axe that cuts through your back.
Okay. What about the other one?
It misses.
Okay.
Okay, next up, we're back to the top round with Bree. And you watch Grace stand up and just run towards you.
Full of blood.
As I'm like, so I'm gonna continue forward.
Okay.
Um,
but
Fireball disappears. My slug. I lost
Um,
concentration.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be like
Did you
to
roll
Gray, "Are you okay?"
I've never been better.
So, I want to move my 30.
yeah, so that's a 15 to get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
then I'll say
5,
that.
10, 15. Okay. And then that's
then-
that's what you can get.
Can I?
You can see Pippin Knack.
Can
you can see
I
everybody.
throw the bucket at
Not great.
like just forward? I
Yeah,
guess.
sure. Where do you want to have
Like-
it land?
Somewhere in front of.
Do you want to throw it at Blue Bolt?
Kind of like in his direction.
Okay. Do you want to try to hit him?
Sure.
Okay. So you roll to hit, just a d20, using your dexterity.
Okay. Ooh.
Nice.
20, not natural.
20, not
Nice.
natural. Okay. So it hits and does 1 damage as it boom and kind of hits against his knee.
And I'll say, "Oops."
And upon you speaking, he'll turn his head towards you. And are you doing anything else?
I can't, because I can't do this as a bonus action. Can I? As a bonus action, I can do it.
Oh no, not
That's
as a
what I'm
bonus
saying.
action.
Yeah.
Because I already used my action to throw it. Right?
Yeah.
That would have been my action.
Yes.
Oh no.
Let me just see if I can do this though. Sorry. I
If the one you're
pulled
looking
up
at, yes, you can. Because that's the bonus action.
my coins.
Yes.
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 I just gotta get to it. Not that it's gonna do much, but I might as well.
Might as well try.
I'll take a gold coin out, and I'm just gonna try throwing it at him.
Okay. And gold you said, right?
Gold.
Okay, so roll your stuff and tell me.
Oh, why?
No.
Forget I said anything.
Every time you try to use that ability.
Yeah, no.
I just threw a coin at him.
Okay. You throw a coin at him, and as it clatters to the ground, the gold shimmers and changes to silver.
Throw a coin to
So next,
Oh.
it'll ding off of him, not dealing any damage. But his head will turn towards you, and he'll
Why
swing.
do you keep throwing things at me?
It's like nonsense.
A bucket, a coin. What is Bree? And then the whip
She's not
will
having a good day.
lash its whip towards you twice.
Sure.
The first one misses.
Good.
The second one is a 16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, so you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
15 plus 6.
6. Okay, so 21. You pass.
Thank
So you take 11 slashing damage, plus as the whip shimmers and changes to an orange.
You rolled a
and slash.
disadvantage, right?
Oh, I didn't. No, wait, no, yes, I did.
You did.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
Is he still blind?
Yes.
How does
Yes.
he know where he's whipping?
Because there's objects being thrown at him from that direction.
Okay, so I
Logical.
took 11.
11? Okay.
What?
And then so you're also going to take 6 acid damage as it slashes straight across your chest. And you can feel the sizzling. Your clothes catches like a slight amount of fire. Okay, next up is Lonan.
Alrighty then. I'm going to go further away now.
Okay, so attack of opportunity.
Sure.
Are you
It misses.
are you
Nice.
So now
concentrating on the
you're-
blindness?
It's not-
I'm gonna keep going this way, Rob. I'm gonna keep going this way, like diagonal, but like I'm gonna be further
You,
off.
this is 10 feet. So you want to be here?
Yeah, that's still far.
Okay, that's 10 feet. So that's
Yeah.
as far as you can move.
If he moved over to me, like to the right, would he be able to hit me?
No.
Good. Now that we just kind of.
Unless you dash. Well,
All right, and
No,
I'm
no.
going to,
What if he jumps
and I'm going to shoot at that little guy.
He's like 10 feet tall.
Sure, the little guy.
That little guy.
I'm 10 feet in the air though.
he's
so
little.
to
in
me, everything
terms
looks
of-
You're not up. You're like on the
me,
same
everything looks
plane
like
as
ants.
them.
I have to squint to see them.
Yeah, they're just so far away. Logan's like extremely
Noise.
nearsighted.
26.
That hits.
Yeah.
6 piercing.
6 piercing damage. Ooh.
All right.
Okay, the piercing kind of glances off his shoulder.
Another one coming up.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
9 piercing.
9 piercing. Okay. And this one pierces right into its left shoulder.
Yeah.
And he's looking rough.
I am going to. I'm going to shift.
Ooh.
Well, in the air, so I can gain my temporary hit points.
So a howl rings out, and you, even though you can't see Lonan, you know it's him.
So when I transform, my wings are like become like tattered and like gray, like and everything. Like so
Yeah,
before
like
they're,
the
white.
fur almost like stretches over,
Yes.
and it comes down slightly, but the purple of the waving wings still remain.
Yeah.
And he's like flopping.
Wow. Someone draw that.
So plus 6 temporary speed, so I'm back at 49. So.
Okay.
Queens.
Next up is Mac. You were like in this like conga line.
Yes, I am. Can I see Blue Bolt's whip?
Yes.
Okay. What is it made out of?
Crystal.
There's no metal on it at all.
Roll a perception check as a free action.
Or his like armor as well.
Roll a quick perception check for me.
16 plus things.
You can see
5.
metal, not on the whip,
Plus
but you can see that he's wearing armor.
He's wearing metal armor.
Mhm.
Okay. In that case, I will cast heat metal on his armor.
Ooh, okay, what do I have to do?
Nothing.
Okay.
What did I do?
You just
You
take
get
it. So
caught.
if you're wearing or holding it, you automatically take the damage.
Okay.
Let me just double check this.
I'm
Choose
pretty
a
sure
manufacturer
I think you're right, yeah.
No, that's to drop it.
Oh.
Yeah, the damage is automatic. I think. I'm just
Wow.
That's
Any
crazy.
creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Yeah, so there's no.
Yeah?
What do you know?
That's big.
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, so you'll take 2d8.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Where you
Jesus.
going?
7. So 11 damage.
11 damage, okay.
Yeah. And then so if a creature is holding or wearing it, it must do a Constitution saving throw to drop the object if it can. So you.
But
can't-
it's wearing armor, yeah.
Yeah. So you have disadvantage on all of your attacks until the start of my next turn.
It already has
I
disadvantage
know,
on all
but
the
it's-
attacks.
I guess whatever, like if you passed or otherwise, like it's
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
It's
okay,
If you pass
okay.
that test, although you don't take it till the end of your turn anyway, but
Yeah, but still, yeah.
yeah, okay. And then with my bonus action, I will bonk you with the anvil.
Okay. Bonk, yeah.
22.
Wow, yeah, that
A
hits.
good old anvil bomb.
Yeah.
Good old anvil bonk, yeah. D8. 11 damage.
11 damage, wow. You guys are just doing tons of damage. As he slams into his head, and he kind of staggers a lot more this time than he had previously.
Yes. And I am now concentrating on something.
Yes.
Finally,
So next up is Pippin.
Pan, pan,
Pippin.
pan, pan.
Pippin.
Okay. So there's two guys on either side of me. Right?
Yes.
How do they look?
They are looking. One of them is looking pretty rough. Like really, really rough. The other one's like okay.
Okay. I'm going to disengage.
Okay. So where are you going?
I am going to run towards Erie.
5,
Full speed.
15, 20, 25, 30. So you make it there.
Okay. I'm going to take a giant syringe out of my bag and throw it at Erie. And it's going to stab her right in the back and inject her with the fluid. And I'm casting Enlarge.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. So Big Erie will be this unicorn.
So Erie like
I imagine that.
Erie Mario mushrooms up in size.
Into this
Wow, wow, wow,
unicorn.
wow, wow.
Oh, sorry, I didn't change Lemon to his wolf form.
Yeah, wolf form. You can't even see me on the thingy.
Large and
That's how far away I am.
Oh, you can't, you're right.
And in charge.
Large and in charge.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big Eric.
Big
Big
Eric.
Eric.
That's why I'm my big Eric.
Eric's big, Erie's small.
Okay, and I'm going to then grab Tenaculum.
Wait, is that a bonus action to do that?
No, that was my action.
You action disengaged.
Shit.
So are you going to take the opportunity attacks instead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
1 hits. 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
Wow.
I'm like covered in blood.
Yeah, he's running up to you and he like spits blood at you, and then you just grow big.
No, I threw it.
I'm joking, I'm
described
joking,
it.
I'm
described
joking,
it.
Nick.
I described it. Okay, my name's Pippin.
Empathy?
And for my bonus action, I will take Tenaculum and shoot acid, squeeze him, and it'll squirt acid.
You
at-
can't see anyone.
Okay.
Erie is too big.
Damn it. Okay, as my bonus action, I'm gonna drink my swiftness potion,
Okay.
and I end my turn.
Swiftly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next up is the Kenku, who will dagger right
Dagger.
at Neck.
I'm a giant monkey.
Nat 20 for my first one,
Cool.
and
Cool.
this is gonna be so much damage.
Neck dice.
Probably.
22 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
As the crit, and you can feel it dig deep and almost hit the bone of your arm as it
Yep.
slices out
Oh, it's so good.
before the next one misses.
Oh.
And he swings
You got
high with
lucky
his
on that
next
one.
one.
Look at you go, you're still standing.
And then
Doing
once
so
again,
good.
defensive
I'm so
action.
proud of you.
Heal that bone.
Okay, next up
Hey.
is
Lonan.
nope. This little guy. He'll look around and see Bree and run forward
That's my turn.
I'll kiss him.
and take an attack. And this attack is going to be 15 to hit. I don't. I was like, I don't have your armor written down.
It's 14.
Ah, okay, good stuff. And that's going to be 3 slashing damage as the sword slices up at you.
I glare at him.
It
Eric?
is Eric. But
Eric.
Is that how Oren sounds?
Eric. Okay. How about, so there's still just 3 around me now?
Yep, and
I thought I
Pippin.
killed one.
No.
Do it again.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna...
Kill them all.
Question.
Yes.
Always have questions.
Always.
If I were to, just for flair, just, how big am I, first of all?
So how tall are you? You're double the size. So like you're
Or
actually
double my normal size?
yeah. So like
so
you were
I'm
like
not that
towering
big.
over the orangutan
Your
now.
weight is multiplied by 8.
You were like on par with these guys
Okay.
now.
I was
Yeah.
co- I was
Like they're a little
picturing,
bit
like-
smaller than you.
I was picturing, like, huge, and I wanted to step
You
up.
are huge. No, you're not that big.
Yeah.
You're probably like, I'd say maybe like 10 or 11 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm very, very tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and what does that change for my stats?
You're gonna do an extra D4 damage
Okay.
on top of like your roll.
More
What are you guys doing?
We're just moving
Okay.
closer.
Yeah, don't worry.
Just that side.
Just tell me.
Just-
Okay, so
just
I'm
don't worry.
going to, punch orangutan.
Orangutan. Okay.
Orangutan.
That is a 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
Orangutan woman.
And I would like to flurry of blows.
Do it.
You. That's after.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you? Okay, yeah. You also added extra D4 to your damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
So roll your damage now for the first attack. And this is plus,
10.
Plus
Okay,
the
sweet.
D4.
That is.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I rolled the wrong dice the second
Okay.
time.
Just keep
That's
it.
right.
Just keep it. 10's fine.
It would have been a 4.
Okay, that's fine.
That's alright. 10.
Okay, so that's your first attack.
Yeah.
Do you have another attack?
Yeah. I want to flurry.
No, you have another attack before Flurry of Blows.
Oh, that's my bonus action, right?
Yes.
You're right. I'm gonna push the anything again.
Okay.
So that is a 16.
16. That hits.
Ooh. So this is so 8 plus 10 again.
10 again. Okay.
Nice.
And now Flurry of Blows.
Yes. So same thing. I'm just rolling the hit.
Yeah.
I haven't used it very often. Ooh, I don't think that is gonna do anything. 13.
13 misses.
What a waste.
And then you have one more punch.
Because flurry.
Yeah.
Oh, not 20.
Not 20!
Nice.
Does
Good
that
job.
double the D4?
Double
And you're
dice.
just like beating down on this monkey
Yeah.
as a giant monkey.
You just like stop hitting me with your
And you're just like, your like white furred hands are like coated in blood.
Ew.
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah.
So yeah, what is that? That gives me another.
So you do your normal attack and you add your bonus, but all your dice is doubled.
So
So double the,
okay,
double
so hold
the,
on. So this plus 4 is 10.
and then roll that again and add that.
And then plus 4 again.
No.
14.
The 4 only gets
So
one.
14
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
plus this.
Twice. Twice.
4.
18.
18. Another 4. 22.
22. God damn.
Nice.
As you punch down under your last fist, one miss and she manages like to push it away, but that just leaves her vulnerable. You push her right in the chest, and you feel like it cracks, and it's just and coughs up blood onto your
That's
shoes.
big.
On your shoes.
My shoes.
Your monkey shoes.
My
Yeah.
monkey shoes.
And she'll look up at you and spit more blood, and you're like, "You'll never get me."
How is she not
And then we
dead?
As she will
cover-
run.
Attack of
So,
opportunity.
5. No, she disengages with her action.
Oh.
15.
Oh, it's her turn.
20. Yeah.
No.
Oh no, she's
Oh.
coming for you now.
And like you see her, and she like as she stands up, she like puts her cane on her back and stretches out of her hunch and just like really agilely like bolts and runs way faster than you were seeing her move before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So next up is Gray. Gray,
Ah.
you kind of saw that happen. You just saw like blood spurting up from Erie's fists as she was punching down.
I was going to help her, but I don't think she needs it anymore.
I still only have 4 health, by the way.
Rip.
Nice.
I think I'm still gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay 10 feet away, and I'm going to be able to attack both of them if I need to.
Okay. So that's all
Yeah.
your movement.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna start with an attack.
Wow.
I got
Risky.
big plans,
Big plans.
priorities.
He used it all.
That's
Yeah, he
big
used
plans.
Big plans, low expectations.
That's gonna be a 12.
A 12. Hits.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys have been just rolling super high or super low.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
They're not armored. They're just wearing clothes.
That is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. So as you pick it in its back, and it kind of like startles and like turns towards you.
Oh no! And there, I'll attack the other one too.
Okay.
That's a lot. It's gonna be 24.
24 hits.
I'm gonna smite.
Ooh. So as the regularly dark purple like wind glaive like spins forward, it almost becomes like a cyclone tip spear of
Ooh.
dark and like shadowy energy that pierces towards.
And that's going to be
First level, I'm assuming, because you didn't
Just one.
specify. Yeah.
Yeah, just one. That's 10, 15, 20 points of damage.
20 points. So you pierce through, and as it almost like drills into its body, ripping it apart, and as you pull out, you can see its organs and rib cages that collapses to the ground.
Oh man.
Success.
Dead.
Good,
Okay.
well done.
Next up is this one's turn, and it is just gonna like look around panicked and it's like stab backwards at
Into
Eerie.
me?
Yeah,
Oh,
Great.
because I would have to move away from you to attack Gray.
Yeah.
With disadvantage because it's not looking at her?
No, that's not how that works.
Sure.
18 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Oh no! Okay,
Just hits.
9
Well, I'm unconscious.
piercing damage. Oh no!
Eric
It's
falls
Eerie.
over.
Eerie's,
Eric has fallen.
but Eric is still giant. As a thundering crash hits the deck, and you're still a big monkey.
Do I crush it when I fall?
No.
Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
No.
Does he move anywhere?
No, he stays put. He's kind of like backed up, staring at you, Gray, with like terror in its small hippo eyes.
I see.
So next, these two, one will rush over, and they'll both attack Knack.
Oh, no.
Attack Knack.
Poor Knack.
First one misses with a 7. Second one misses with an 8.
Nice.
And next up is Bree. Top of the round.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Can I still see the bucket?
No, but you can take one step over and then see the bucket, and you won't get an attack of opportunity. Like if you step here, bucket range.
Okay.
According to the official
So,
rules.
but
The sweet zone.
Yeah.
Your bucket?
The bucket.
so I will take the step to the side.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation
Okay.
and light the bucket,
And
and then run to
Okay.
the open door.
Okay. So you're gonna
And I
attack.
will get an attack of opportunity.
Misses with a
Nice.
11.
Because that was
you
so
lit the
quick.
wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lit the wick, and now I'm gonna run and go into that room.
5,
Are you
10,
holding the bucket?
15,
No,
20,
I
25, 30. You're like in the room, and as you run in the room, you see a nice large bed, but with the pillows are all like ripped apart, and you can see like a varying assortment of cupboards, almost like a small kitchenette. But you can see a strange-looking device set inside that has a weird half-dome glass top that's filled with straw, but it doesn't look like anything else is in it right now.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Next up is Blue Bolt. And Blue Bolt is going to take a quick sniff of the air. Yeah.
Smells
like
good.
a Dorito.
Smells like success.
And ooh,
This guy has great smell.
and he'll be able to turn his head. And okay, I'm going to roll to see if he smells Mac or Lonan.
Which one's?
Which one's
I
stinky?
thought you were trying to smell
stinky?
something.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
The
6.
We're gonna find
well,
That's what I thought
Mac
too.
didn't take a bath with us.
Oh,
Nah.
yeah. You're
Oh,
stinky.
no.
So he'll lurch
Stinky Nat.
doom,
Yeah.
doom, towards Knack. And whoosh, whoosh.
Disadvantage.
I know, it's with disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
Where's the bucket at right now?
Double rainbow.
Right here. Beside, no, right in front of him. Right? No, right here.
It's just invisible right now.
15 to hit.
Nice.
Lucky boy.
The second one is a 20 to hit.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god.
Not so lucky.
So roll a dexterity saving throw.
I don't think it matters.
You have to roll. You gotta roll.
Oh.
No, it
8.
doesn't matter.
8. Okay, so you take 10 slashing damage.
I'm unconscious.
Well,
Okay, this all activates at the same time, so I won't count it as additional damage. But you're also gonna take more, just for flavor. You're gonna take the thread will close out yellow, and you'll see as Knack's body falls to the ground, he'll shock and seize, almost like he's been electrocuted, as the yellow tether
Does that
wraps
count
around
as
your
death
core.
pills?
No, I just said it doesn't.
No, he just
I just said that.
he said it's just for flav.
Yeah.
For flavor.
Flavor.
Oh.
And so there's yellow tendril
Wow.
wrapped around Knack's core as he collapses to the ground.
Oh,
Scary.
we're getting
He
wrecked.
doesn't look
Next
like
up
there's
is
any difference.
Lonan,
Tased.
and you watch it like Knack get
He didn't
tased
see
as he
that
collapses
same-
to the ground.
Do I see? Could I tell?
You
could I-
can't see Knack anymore because
No,
there's too
can I
many
see
bodies.
Bree? Did I see Bree light that thing?
You see it like lit. Yeah,
Is it close enough to that thing? To that guy?
it's right here. I'll put something down for it.
Okay.
It is right here. It's the pink one.
How long is the wick on that thing?
Short. You
Yeah.
have no idea how long it's gonna take.
Like a whole yard. Like The big coil.
It's like it's 1/17 of a breath.
It's
I
a
continue
slow
to
burning
move. I continue to move over diagonally, but continue to go towards.
Loner's just leaving.
They're just like,
That potion wears off, you know.
Yeah, not no. It only 10 minutes. This is not a 10-minute battle.
he just like.
He's like, hi guys, you see the wings like break off.
We're like.
All right. 2 more attacks on the big bird guy.
This guy is now in the way.
So you'll have to hit him first.
Yeah,
Which
so
guy?
this
The
guy
white
has
guy.
partial cover
Little guy.
from you, so it'll be harder to hit.
The little guy that's actually 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Nat 20, there you go.
Bye.
Okay, so it hits.
No,
Bye.
man.
What is this?
We're laughing, but
7
two of
plus
us are
3, so
unconscious.
10.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're all
plus,
dead,
plus what?
actually.
4, 14.
14 damage.
Still
Okay.
standing.
Oh yeah. Okay, the arrow like sticks into his back, but he doesn't turn or like seem to be phased by any of this.
Really?
He doesn't react at all to the arrow in his back.
What?
What the heck? What am I fighting? A goop?
A what?
Well, I won't shoot it then. I guess I'll try.
Well,
to...
the arrow hits.
Kiss it.
Well, but you say he wasn't even like phased by me hitting him. With
he's
that.
just made out of clay.
He hasn't been phased by anything that has hit him yet.
That little
Who?
tiny one.
He was
No.
trying to...
Oh, you hit the tiny one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sorry.
said he couldn't hit
You
the
told me
other.
No, I said it would be harder. I thought he
Oh,
has partial
no.
cover.
No, I was hitting the small guy.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I was like,
Sorry.
Jesus.
You rolled
Okay.
nat 20, so
I
he
did.
assumed that you were.
No.
Yeah,
I could've
okay.
hit the...
I thought
Sorry,
you-
no, that arrow pierces through his skull completely and kills him.
There we go.
The other guy isn't even full.
All right, because I already did say that so since you thought that I was going to hit him, next I was actually going to shoot him. Anyway.
Well, that guy collapses to the ground and your next arrow falls
Yeah.
closely behind. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Alright,
Still good.
Still good, 24.
Okay, that hits. This one, he doesn't react at all to the arrow.
Yeah. 6 piercing.
Okay.
It's just through his head. He's just like...
I said shoulders.
Make you phone calls.
Right through his neck.
Next
It's
up
like,
is
Not even
Nah.
face.
Alright.
Death saving
do it.
throw.
He's just like...
Oh,
Oh,
you
Oh, what
got
is
so too.
It's a 2.
Oh
It
no!
could've been a
Okay,
one.
first
Would've
fail.
been there, would've
No.
Next up is Pippin. Pippin, you don't know Knack was
Okay.
down.
I don't even have any...
You know-
If I roll
Erie's
one,
down
you take 2
in front of
fails.
you.
Yeah, on a 1.
But if you roll a nat 1,
Yeah, so if I roll in that one next time, then
You're dead.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Can I run up and stabilize Erie?
You can just take one step
Don't
and
do that.
make a
I'm gonna
roll.
run up to Erie and
At this point,
I'm gonna run up to Giant Eric. Eric,
Eric!
Eric.
What? I'm sorry.
you're unconscious. I'm helping you.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
I'm
you're all-
unconscious. I can't hear you. I'm here in the distance.
Eric, follow the sound of my voice.
I'm like, who's Eric?
I'm gonna stab her in the chest with adrenaline to stabilize her. But you're still unconscious.
Oh, it's better than I.
No. Can I just stabilize her as my action with a medicine
So,
check?
Yeah,
how
medicine
many
check. You have to
HP
see-
would I...
Nothing. You're
Oh.
at 0, but you're stabilized. But this might not work.
So I don't have to do this.
Wait a second.
God damn it! Why is medicine wisdom 9?
9.
It didn't work.
Damn.
It was gonna be 10 because I was like, you're like, wait, okay, what did you do? Medicine. You're proficient in medicine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you did everything you could.
I am then going to bonus action have tenaculum acid that little boy right there.
Okay, that little boy over there, just like,
Okay, like 23.
and that hits.
Damn.
Okay, 9 acid damage.
Wow.
You
Okay,
can
as it
get
hits
this
and it
away.
like kind of burns away the small fringes of hair that's sticking off at the top of its head.
Oh, poor
Lots
little
of-
The buzz cut, you didn't realize that it was there before. Next up is Sweeper, which you had heard his name earlier, and I realized I kept calling it the Kenku even though you heard its name.
Swiffer.
I thought his name was Swiffer the Clicker Picker.
Sweeper. So, and no one will see. Loden will hear this the most. All of you will hear, but no one will see it. You'll see Sweeper look around, and he'll open his mouth, and you'll hear like almost like the same dinging that had stopped earlier from the ship. That and then evacuate, 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 and then he'll run.
Coward!
What about the wick though? Is it
He's gone?
Yeah.
How much movement does he have?
He dashed.
Endless.
He's a monk.
Endless.
Okay, I'll tell you the action economy. He dashed with his action, and then bonus action dashed as well.
Okay.
He's a rogue.
So he moved like 90 feet.
Oh, wow.
So he's on the rope. You can see him on the rope, but he's moving off of the rope. Next up is Eerie.
Eric.
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 Death
is
saving
unconscious,
throw.
so-
That's
Oh,
it.
right. I'm rolling a d20, right?
Yep, just a d20, just flat.
Natural
Oh
one.
my god.
Oh my god.
Guys, we're toast.
Oh my god.
I rolled
This
an
is not
one.
good.
This is the day of death.
I mean, we've been laughing a lot, but this is really
Yeah, this
bad.
is real
You're
bad.
laughing along
You guys
because you're
have
dying.
killed a ton of
You
people.
guys, if
Oh wait, one
I
second.
will
I didn't
actually
roll
cry
for
you guys.
Blue Bolt for his blindness last time. I'll
just
just roll
failed
now because it's at the end of his turn,
I know.
right? So
Yeah.
I know.
If
you
We
fail
were
the
just,
next
I was just
one-
joking with him. that he
13
rolled
fails.
well.
Fails.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he's still blind. Next up is the orangutan woman, and she will run directly by Nak's body and yell, "Captain, get off the ship!" And she'll run over to his hand and like start guiding him, and like kind of pull him in that
How
direction.
long does a wick last when it's lit like that though?
You don't know. You didn't make it.
Okay. Just curious.
And the orangutan
Stuffs the
woman
rope in there. I was like,
escapes as well.
But I thought she grabbed his hand.
She grabbed his
I've
hand and
never
like
heard of
tugged it, but then let go. So like to show him the direction.
Oh god, they're all leaving.
Next up is Great.
I will walk over and like not even. Oh, you know what? I'll kind of range it where I'm like, no, I'll just go right next. I will. I'm just gonna use this spell to heal.
Oh, thank god. I thought we
You
were
took healing spells today?
I always have.
Okay, good.
Thank
Because I take
God.
no smites, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. The paladin doesn't take smite.
So I'm just going to just cure wounds.
Thank God. If you were
and,
gonna die.
God.
I'm gonna do that.
God. You're like
So
pulling your
1d8
face off.
plus your spell casting.
Okay, so yeah.
She just got interesting.
So
Oh wait, you have transformed back to a regular Eerie, by
that
the
is
way.
gonna be
Oh,
12 points.
But you're still giant.
Yeah, still giant. But you're back up to 12 as you awaken
Woo.
in Eerie.
Thank you, Gray.
Yes, no
Thank you,
problem.
Gray.
Next up, the small one. This not the small one. The huge one will look down at you guys. And it's just gonna stab at Gray really quickly as it runs by.
I will
The other
attack
guy
as
here.
well.
Everybody gets an attack of opportunity against
Ha
it.
ha.
Acid
too?
Yeah.
splash.
Yours is with disadvantage because of your bro.
Okay.
And me too, right? Because I'm in the air.
No.
Okay.
Two.
Nope.
You weren't even a part of this
15?
battle anymore. You're
15. Okay, so you do
flying
1 damage as you punch him.
I wanted to
He's like-
acid splash.
That's not how you don't have the war mage thing. You can punch him.
Okay, I'll kick.
Is that it? The
And then did you roll with disadvantage there, Eerie? To
I
attack
haven't even
too?
rolled yet.
Eric!
Eric is waking
Eric,
up.
wake
still.
up. You gotta fight today.
It's like kind of.
Cocked.
If it's cocked,
Yeah.
then roll again, but still disadvantage because you have to roll twice.
Okay, so we got a 6 and 18.
So
definitely
6?
the 6.
6 plus 7.
Yeah, so 13.
Oh, hits.
Hey.
And so you still have your D4 addition as well.
Did you get up though?
No, she's just laying down. How do you want? Do you want punch, kick, slap? What are you doing?
Slap.
Whack him right across the face.
No, you're way too low for that.
I'm
just-
gonna quarterstaff one-handed.
No, you don't have it in your hands.
Oh, I
you
don't?
have to
Okay,
use your
I'm gonna
hands.
punch
Yeah.
then. I'm gonna
Okay.
punch.
And add the D4 still, 'cause you're
Yeah.
giant.
I don't know the I'm not giant anymore.
Yeah, you are
Oh, I
because
thought you said I'm
no,
regular
I was
again.
concentrating.
no, you're back to regular Eerie. You're not looking like Nanimal anymore.
Oh, I thought you meant I was eerie sized
No,
again.
you're giant Eerie. I would have changed you from the unicorn.
Okay.
Of
So you
course.
got 8,
D4.
9, oh,
So 8.
10.
So as you punch out, you hit him right in the back of the knee, and again you hear a sickening crunch as he collapses and whacks his head off the deck.
Next
And in his attempt to flee,
Sponsor.
He
dies.
dies.
I could just imagine the Skyrim animations where the body flies.
It's floated in the sky.
Yeah.
Just like,
Got him.
Okay,
No problem.
I didn't
is
move
this thing
this
gonna
entire-
blow?
next up
is the bomb.
No, it's not the top of the. You guys gotta be chill about this bomb. I did not forget about the bomb.
We're
I know the
excited.
bomb is there. Also, this is
We
gone
all go back.
Why is that going?
because it was
Where did it
the spiritual weapon that fell when Knack.
Does it fall?
Oh wait, no, it didn't.
It's not concentration. Yeah.
But like I wouldn't. But it's still your magic. I don't think your magic
Yeah,
progresses when you
I don't think
die,
it's-
right?
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah,
I care.
that's how I. That's how I would
care.
flavor it. So even if it's not concentration, he can't like produce magic for it, so it's gone. So
I might get killed by the bomb.
next,
Well, there was 18 people in front of him before.
yeah.
Remember
So
what-
next, I'm
They
gonna
all
roll
knew
to
what it
see
was.
if they are being malicious.
How do they know it was the bomb?
No, if they're trying to run. But I'm gonna see if both of them decide to attack Knack. The first one does not. The second one does not.
Oh.
So
You
they
made it,
both
my friend.
jump and then fight, and then
Attack of opportunity.
Yep.
he's collapsed.
Oh, why
yeah,
is the
Knack
figure up?
because Knack's figure can't lay down.
That
is
it's
why.
like a Autobot.
Knack just stands
I
when he's
actually said that before. I'm like, he looks exactly the same lying down as
yeah,
standing.
yeah. Like there's no difference. Like, so next up, top of the round,
It's
the
fine,
bomb
it's
sizzles.
Ah!
I'm gonna roll to see if it
Ideal.
blows up.
I feel
Right.
understanding.
Sorry about
It was a dud this whole time.
No one can see this happening, but the wick quickly, soaked in oil, almost like a Molotov cocktail, like into the bomb, and for a moment nothing happens.
Great.
Before all at once, all of you at the end of the ship, as well as Bree. The only one to see this is Lonan. You see a huge fireball erupt, and after the fire subsides, after a split second, large tacks of metal spikes shoot out at all directions in a huge radius. And Lonan, you see them flying just below your feet, so you're just outside the radius of it.
Yeah.
But sadly, Knack is within the radius of only the spikes, and as
He's
is
already
Blue Bolt.
unconscious.
So he's gonna take one death saving throw, I believe.
So you're lying there dead and about
Yeah,
to
Actually,
because-
no, you have to roll for the damage because if it's a crit, I think.
It's a saving throw, so you would fail automatically.
That's automatic.
What? Because he's standing.
I believe
But
being
if you crit me, I
You
would
can't
think-
it's a
crit
saving throw, so you can't crit.
Oh, I'm taking the saving throw. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes,
you were
it's
taking the
not-
saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would he have better cover though because he's behind the big guy?
Yes, but he still gets hit because he automatically fails the saving throw, so he can't move. So something hits him, which
Sure.
causes him to start bleeding out a little bit more.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So is
Sorry.
that Rhino turned to
How much
like
damage does this
ground
big guy
beef?
take?
I wish.
Like a
Literally, there
fireball?
was like 18 people in front of you
Yeah.
Hey,
before
Nash.
there.
And
I
also-
wouldn't.
he
I
also
actually
wasn't-
would have not seen him at all.
A
He
big.
also wasn't unconscious yet.
How
Yeah,
much
he
damage does
wasn't.
this thing do?
I don't know.
Now
You don't
just have
know,
a
but
bunch
you
of
can see a
piercings.
lot of attacks like
Yeah.
going into him, and he actually like hits, and he actually for the one of the first times you see this whole thing, he winces upon feeling the heat and like all the attacks dig into his body.
So is he just like full of nails?
And you guys hear this like you can, almost like you can feel the ship start erupting. You can smell the scent of burning like grass and wood.
Is the ship on fire now?
The ship is on fire.
The ship is on fire.
Lonan, you do see this. Lonan, you see
Oh.
a big crater of flames open.
You guys even strong enough to move me, assuming that like.
I could certainly
Look at
try.
my strain.
Okay. So next up
Yeah.
is Bree.
Okay, so I've obviously felt this.
Yeah,
Half
you
of his face
smell
is
it.
gone.
Yeah.
He's
You
like,
felt the kind of
It's
rocking,
Two-Face.
and you hear like the scared trumpeting of the hollyphants as they fly above the ship.
grab onto them and we
I'm going to walk out of that room. Or wait. You said there was a thing in there.
Yeah,
What was the thing?
it looks like a strange like pedestal with a glass dome over top that's full of straw.
Full of straws. I'm gonna take it.
It's big. It's like a piece of furniture.
Oh,
I take
I'm
it.
gonna break it.
So you're just gonna walk up and straight.
Like I want to like it's like on a pillar.
Yeah, it's like on a pillar,
So I want to like.
and it's it's against the wall.
just punch it with your
Fine.
hand.
I'll just crack it open.
Okay.
With my dagger.
Okay, so
is
roll the
it
hit.
a heal the whole party magical thing?
Roll the
I
hit.
hope so.
I feel like
Save
it's
someone
gonna
from
kill me.
heals.
It's a reset.
I don't
button.
know.
Is it a save spot?
What am I rolling?
Checkpoint.
Just a hit with your dagger.
With the dagger, so 19 plus 6.
Okay, yeah, that hits. So roll your damage.
Whew, what is my damage? Not a lot.
What if it's the heart of this man?
6.
6. So as you hit it with the butt of your dagger, the glass shatters. And it gives you a little bit. It was actually a little fogged on the inside. You can only see that. You can only see the straw. And as you look, and you see small, like about maybe about 8 strange, leathery-looking spheres that you could surmise as some sort of egg, speckled with an assortment of gemstone-colored spots.
I'm going to take them.
Okay. You can't take them now because you used your action to smash
Okay.
the glass.
We're
That
all
is my
dying.
intention.
We're dying, and you're looting
My
this.
intention.
She has no connection to any of you, to be fair.
True. And you all almost killed me.
That's why you didn't get a
Multiple
flying potion.
times.
Yeah, and that's
So
why
next-
I'm not helping you.
Is Blue Bolt. And he will put his head up and say, "This damned smoke is still in my eyes. But I know that at least some of you are here.
None of us are.
No, at least one is.
I'm here.
Hear this. Captain Blue Bolt and the crew of Void Star will be after you, so-called Guardian.
Amazing.
Keep one eye open.
Name change.
You'll never know when we're back." Before he will
And as he
turn.
runs away, I'm still attached with the arrow. And I pull him. No, I want to try to pull him like with the arrow. Though.
Yeah, you do have a rope on
my
him.
rope is on him. My rope is
That
attached.
is not how it works. You can pull it out of him
But it's
and deal
barbed wire.
damage. Yes,
Okay.
that's how it works. Yeah.
So I want to be able to pull him.
No,
into
but you
the
can deal
fire.
some more damage.
I wanted to like as he's like.
I will
Hold
allow you to attempt to do a grapple check versus his.
Because I wanted to like pull him into like the fiery.
But I will let you
pit.
know, whoever fails
He wants
gets
to be like a
pulled
fish on a
because
fishing
you are still
rod.
connected to him.
If I roll a nat 20 right now, he better fall through that pit. No,
That was a
17.
good roll though.
I'm going to show this to you now.
What is it?
Natural 20. As you feel yourself
You get
whipped
pulled from the
forward,
sky.
and you're going to bash your face against the side of the ship.
You're conscious.
And take 11 bass.
That's fine.
Not worth
It
it.
was a good idea.
Okay, I told you that whoever failed would get hit, and he rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
To be
It was a
fair.
good
Pretty
idea.
funny.
It was
As he walks,
true.
and as you hit, you feel the burning sensation on your wrist dissipate as the tendril leaves, and he walks up.
How does he know where it is?
So
can you see
with me
that?
hitting my head,
He was pulled in the
Is
right
he just
direction.
gonna walk right along?
No, he pulled in the right direction and like put his hands out and grabbed this.
He walks perfectly balanced on the rope.
No, they don't walk on the rope. They like climb back up, guys.
We all just walk.
Okay.
No, he walked on the rope.
He
Quite-
does this
quite the
like
feat for a
epic
blind guy.
goodbye, and then he feels for it.
Yeah, and he cuts the rope and swings back.
so now we're on a burning ship basically at this
Yeah,
point.
the ship is burning.
Well, that
So,
was the
Signal went
signal.
out.
so before we end the session, we have a couple things we need to do.
I would like to heal neck.
What do we have to do?
No one knows Snack is down except for Lennon.
Oh.
And I'm unconscious. Am I
No,
Oh.
did you get knocked unconscious?
No.
No, okay, then no, you're alive. You're up. So, Lonan, I will give you a turn. So you have your action, bonus action, and whatever you have to do.
Well, seeing Knack through the smoke. Can I see Knack through the smoke?
You know he's there, you can't see him.
I'm going to run through to Knack.
So you'll climb back up, which it won't take an action. You can just float.
Okay.
So 5,
I'm not floating. I'm not flying anymore.
15, 20, 25, 30. So you can't quite reach him. You're close, but you can see him, and you can see he's battered. And
Can
he's
I
breathing
grab
a
his
shallow.
arm from where I'm at?
No, you're like 10 feet away. 15 feet away, because he's here. That's why it's hard to lay him down, because he covers like the whole
old
space.
tornado
He covers like 6 squares, but he's over here.
Yeah, 6 squares.
Can I use my? Can I try to like? I have rope. Can I try to take rope and like Like
Lasso
him?
him? Yeah.
I can't reach him, so what else do you want me to do?
What are you gonna do when you get him?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can I like?
How?
Can I bring it back to the?
How?
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna say you can't just because you did use an action to like arrow to try to pull him back.
I can't. Sorry.
You
Yeah,
can't.
go.
No.
So I mean, I guess I'll just stay close to Mac. I guess.
Okay.
Yell for
Do
help.
we get turns still? The rest of us?
So
But
can I talk at all or no? It's not let me.
Yeah, you can talk.
I said it's your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Willow, come out here.
No, it's already said. It's already said. She's just putting eggs in her purse.
We come over. We walk around the pillar, and London was a nail right in his head.
Next up
So good.
is Knack. Knack, what do you want?
What a waste.
What? What?
No,
I got
Okay, one death
Die
saving throw.
now.
Did you?
No, I
succeed?
got 2 failed.
Okay, you want
So-
2 death
He's
saving
gonna
throws.
die now.
Well, what do you want me to do? Even if I can't,
Alright.
they wouldn't be able to save them anyway.
This is
Okay, well.
Oh my god, are you
Do you
serious?
Yeah.
want to not look?
This is a private moment. No, I want to look.
Okay,
but-
this is a private moment.
It's a private
Nobody else
moment.
look.
I'm afraid. I'm not.
Me
gonna
too.
I passed.
Oh, what was it? What was the
This is
past?
12.
Oh, it was barely. Oh my god.
my God.
This is great all over
After
again.
we
This
just got
is-
This is great all over
It's not
again.
a great day.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's like, if I fail, I'm gonna
So, Pippin, you hear Willow, get over here.
and I'm gonna run over.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
As an aside,
I
Noah
have 10
no
extra.
Oh.
healing magic.
You're just beside Knack.
Thank God.
And
I
you
took
see
my
Knack?
Slippers potion.
Shallow breathing. He looks
Oh no.
bad.
I'm gonna take out my defibrillators.
My defibrillators.
I rolled a 6.
There's 6 total.
Okay.
Put
We
me in
need
coach.
help.
You don't have any spells left?
Put me in
No.
coach.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Is that what you do? You scream?
Yeah.
I need help. Okay, so next up is Eric.
Eric can't do shit.
Eric, do you
I'm
wanna...
gonna run over.
So you
anyways.
stand up, half your movement,
Yeah.
and then
I have a 40. Yeah.
15, 20. So you're there, and you can see Pippin, and Pippin's like you can see him with like weird like panels like pushing on Knack's body.
I'm just like. I can do nothing. Do I have a deeper voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do nothing.
So next up is Gray.
Okay, so everybody's on the way now. Oh no. Can I make my way through?
No, that's
The-
a wall.
Can I pick?
No, I'm
Ray up
not.
and just
Can I go
toss him?
through Erie?
Eric,
Or does she
You can
say-
slide. This one space movement would be difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
go between my legs.
Yeah, just the one space is difficult though. Only the one.
Slide between my legs.
Okay, I
Yes.
really just need to get line of sight, and then I can teleport.
The issue is like Pippin's in the way. Okay, so you're gonna go 5, 10, but you can't heal if you teleport.
No, that's a bonus action.
Yeah, but you can't use a healing spell.
Yes,
You'd
I
have
can.
to use them at nope.
You can only
one
cast
spell per
one
turn.
spell per turn.
Oh, he's dead then.
But you can use it. You can do a medicine check action.
What was that?
You can do a medicine check as your action.
As a stable, I can try.
Yeah, okay, so-
Oh no.
5, 10,
Oh,
15,
Oh, you're dead then.
20, 30. So this is as far as you can get.
Alright, I'll try.
Teleport to
Teleport, yeah.
How are you doing the Misty Step?
Yeah.
So you go poosh, poosh.
And then I hit him
You
real hard.
hear, you like dive into the shadows and come up
So how do you
and
get-
slap. And how did wait? No. Before you roll, that one doesn't count.
Okay.
You need to describe to me what you're doing.
Oh yeah, basically I was just gonna like put my hand right on him, full of shadowy goodness. And,
But it's not magic. You're not doing
right.
magic.
He's trying to start his heart.
okay.
Describe to me what
Okay.
you're medically doing to him.
I'm gonna do
Chest-
some chest compression, some
Okay.
CPR.
Okay, because this is how I determine the DC.
Okay.
Because I need descriptions. Okay, it's gonna be slightly higher because it took a long time to get here.
Okay, go.
Okay. Natural 20.
20.
He
Oh!
is stabilized.
Yay, Nax alive!
Aha!
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
He's dead.
I never doubt my work.
work.
I am a field medic.
And with that, Nax breathing becomes easier.
I saved so many lives.
And Gray, you turn your head up from the chest compressions and see Lonan standing at the brink of a burning, raging inferno behind him. And that's why we're in tonight's session.
No.
Of all fun and dice.
That was nice.
Just a straight through, no breaks story, guys.
All
about
fun
no
and that's
breaks.
fun.
Yeah, Depends needs to sponsor us.
I got so bad.
There
I
was
swear to God,
never.
if anybody goes to the bathroom before me,
So thank you guys all for coming around and playing. And then playing. Oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for
My
coming
brain's
around
melting.
and playing.
Thank you guys for coming over and watching, and hanging out. It was a great time.
That was something
We will
else.
see you guys next week, and don't
Yeah.
forget to stick
around.
around.
I never say it.